And we are live with good Johnson man, Akaash Singh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all feeling out there? Happy Friday nights. Happy Friday nights. Yeah, y'all know I don't normally do this on Fridays, man, but my schedule and everything is really changed up. So now's the time. So I'm doing it. Hope you guys I hope you had a good week, man. I hope you're having a good Friday night. I know I'm sipping on a little something. Mm. It's not going to be a lit saint episode, but the fluid is flowing. So who knows what might happen, bro. But we're gonna do that part two as promised about the Akaash Singh situation, bro. We've already covered the part when Flagrant had Akash's wife with Jesleen, I think that's her name, on the pod. We talked about that. But you guys wanted to continue on because this next part was just Akaash, Schultz, and the other two dudes, Alex and Mark. So that's what we're gonna do. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it. So what I'm gonna say is gonna be off the cuff. It's live to me. I know it's been out there for a minute, but it's live to me. So we're just gonna get into it, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's rock. Get some indeed, man. Man, this is gonna be this is gonna be something worth watching, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit excited. Want to get into this. A lot of lessons to be learned here, bro. And again, we're not beating up on Akash. We're not kicking the man when he's down. And trust me, he's down. But what we doing, what we plan to do, what the goal is here, is just to kind of point some stuff out and say, hey, man, don't do that. Like if you can avoid it, don't do that. Do all this other stuff. Try to do this, try to do that over there, but don't do what he did right here. Um, Y'all know I'm old school, man. I've been out there. I'm a Gen Xer, bro. I'm in my 50s, man, mid 50s at this point. So I hope to give you guys a perspective that's not really readily available out there. Like most of the people who do this are younger, definitely younger than me. There's a couple of old heads out there trying to do it, and they putting their spin on it, and I'm, kind of joining their ranks. Because there's so much to be learned from this, bro. So much to be learned. And like I used to be in the military. I used to be a paratrooper, bro. And I'm telling you, when a paratrooper got hurt by some sort of doing something wrong, like exiting the aircraft or, landing wrong or whatever, whenever a paratrooper got hurt, the Army would have that paratrooper handing out parachutes or on, like right there for the next mission. So, and the implied message is pay attention to what you're doing. You're going to wind up like that, and a lot of times they will sit there and tell you, like, I don't know if they're doing it in today's Army because it's a little bit softer now, but when we were in, pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you're going to wind up like Private Smith over there. Look at him, can't even stand up straight. He's all jacked up. You get these like what they call riser burns on your face and stuff like that. You get your body messed up. Hey man, being airborne was hard, bro. It was hard, but I loved it. I'm glad I did it. We got brother 2828 in the building. What's good, fam? Appreciate you pulling in. Appreciate you pulling in, brother Penny in the building as well, man. What's good, fam? We definitely want to finish this conversation, man. We definitely want to finish this conversation because, my God, bro, it's just, it's you look at this, man, and we tell you all the way over here in the Meadow Swamp, man, Red Pill world. There are guys out here who are just like doom and gloom, and they're hurting, so they want to hurt people, because hurt people. But there are people like us, like, man, don't make the same mistakes we did. Learn from this. We have this technology. Learn from this. And I mean, look at what could possibly happen. Brother 2828 was telling us, man, like their subreddit's going crazy. You're talking about forget them. They want Flagrant to fail. They want Akaash to fall off so he doesn't give money to this woman, which is, it's crazy, but hey, man, that's how it is. There's a lot of talk out there about Flagrant having problems. Andrew Schultz is good. He's made it to a point where he's good. I'm pretty sure he was smart with his money. All those guys are good. Like Mark, Alex, even Akaash, they're doing other things. They're making money. They're doing fine. But this whole thing with Flagrant, and I mean, it's just two really big things here. It's Akaash really getting on his high horse and trying to talk down to people like Fresh and Fit. That right there, that clip, that interview aged like milk. And now here he is dealing with this situation, and everyone watching is like, well, bro, if you just listen to some of these red pill dudes, like, I get it. You don't like the way Myron delivers his message. Okay, so what? But he's still telling you the truth, bro. If a guy comes to me screaming cussing at me, calling all kind of MF for this, and you know what I mean, calling me all kind of names and this, but he's telling me my house is on fire and he's willing to help me put the fire out. Well, I'm gonna go with dude. We're gonna go put the fire out. We're gonna save my house. I'm not gonna be mad at him for cursing at me, for calling me names, right? You know, hey, you stupid MF, you know me, you retard, blah, blah, blah. Your house is on fire. Come on, I got a fire hose and water. Let's go put the fire out. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna put my fire out until you use nice words. Like, are you silly? Are you crazy? Dude's right. Maybe you are. Maybe you are retarded. You know what I mean? So that's what goes on out here, man. There's so many people who don't like the tone of the message that they find in the red pill world or in the mental swamp. But it's like, man, fuck the tone, right? Is the information solid and can it help improve your life? Can it help you get the desired results that you're seeking? And if the answer is yes, go ahead and do it. The way they trained us in the Army back in the 90s, the way they trained in the 80s, 70s, 60s. I mean, bro, y'all seen Full Metal Jacket. That wasn't made up, bro. That's Marines went through that in boot camp. They went through that. You know, so basic training, bro, was not a picnic. They were really harsh. Why? Because they were training us to survive. They were training us for a war that they knew we were going to fight. We're going to fight some conflict that has not started yet. They know in basic training when they're looking at those young soldiers or in boot camp, when they're looking at those young Marines, those young sailors, and, you know, same with the Air Force, not so much with the Air Force, but, you know, same thing in theory. They know there's going to be a conflict in some faraway land and you're going to have to go. And I can't teach you how to keep yourself safe by using nice words all the time. I'm gonna have to scream at you, bro. I'm gonna have to put you through it, bro. I'm gonna have to make sure that you're squared away so the people around you don't get hurt. And that's the mental swamp. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Men tend to learn better when it's in their face. Yo, get your shit together. This is what's going on, right? And so that's what we're doing here, man. So I'm glad you guys are here, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. For those who out there ninja watching, man, if you like what you see here, man, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want me to talk about something, if you want a topic, throw it in the comments. Like, yo, can you talk about this? Can you talk about that? Cool. I ain't got a problem with it. You know, I'll talk about it. I tell you what I know on it. A lot of red pill dudes, y'all used to be real hardcore conservative. Now that tends to be changing because the current administration is doing what they're doing and it's hurting a lot of people at the bottom. So I do have people hit me up, ask me political questions now. Like, hey man, I see why you really wasn't with Trump. Like, man, how did you know? How did you know that dude was gonna like really fuck shit up like this? Because I read his book, right? I've been watching the guy since the 80s. You got to know who he is. I watched his, I watched his interviews back in the day. I watched what he was doing. I watched the dude fuck up $500 million. I saw it. Now he got it back. And shout out to him. That's a Don DeMarco, bro. If you can lose $500 million and get it back, shout out to him. He got it back. Don DeMarco. But the way he got it back was dirty. That's how he moved. That's what he's doing right now. So if you want to ask me some political stuff, y'all, the guy got to tell you up front, full transparency, not a Trump guy. But I'll be more than happy to speak on it if you want. And we're going to have some videos coming up. Not lives. We're not going to do any lives. I'm going to put some videos out there to give my 2 cents on what's going on, especially with what's going on in Venezuela. But we're not going to do that tonight. Tonight, we're going to finish up what we started with this Akaash thing, bro. God, there's so much to learn here. We got it all loaded up, man. And shit, man, without further ado, let's just get back into it. Hold on, let me get one more little sip on my drink. Don't forget to put that pinky up. Don't forget to put that pinky up. If you out there drinking and having a good time, partaking, bro, do it responsibly. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Myron Gaines and a lot of red pill guys are right. You really shouldn't be drinking like that. You shouldn't be getting all drunk and toe up and all that. I agree with what he says, but I'm sorry, man. I like to have me a drink every now and then. And when I was young, I was more like what Professor Scott Galloway was saying. I would go out, get drunk, and make a series of bad decisions. Myron did the same shit too, right? So don't be afraid to get out there and make some bad decisions, bro, and work your way out of some trouble. Get outside, get out the house, go out here and learn how to talk to women, man, because these girls today, man, they freaky as hell. Look at look at Akaash's wife. Again, shout out to her, man. She's a true player. She's a pimp. You know what I mean? She pimping the hell out that dude. She played her cards just right. and she got him. Right? She won. Like bro, no matter what, she walking away with millions. She won. But I just don't want someone to win off of your pain. That's all I'm saying. So be smart, be careful out there. Go on out there and get it. She out there popping her pussy, man. Let her pop it on you. That's what you want to do. But be smart about it. Don't get random chicks pregnant and don't marry a 304. You know what I mean? So let's get into it, guys. Here we go.
Actually means something. Every bag supports a company that backs our veterans, fuels hard chargers, and believes this country is still worth fighting for. The same spirit that Washington lives on today. So join and pick up today. Use the code FLAGRANT at blackriflecoffee.com for 30% off, or find it in-store Walmart, Target, Kroger. Black Rifle Coffee, veteran founded, American roasted. This is America's coffee. Now let's get back to the show. Guys.
Buy that coffee, guys.
Listen,
good jobs.
Yeah. You have an absolute permission slip to do this.
Yeah, I think I do.
You know something else that's funny?
What?
Some of your wife's lip gloss is on your ear, which means she ducked the fuck out of a kiss. There is
in the elevator?
Son, it is.
No, that's when I ducked the kiss.
No.
Right. Oh, that's when you ducked it. That's my boy.
Yeah.
We don't play no fucking games.
Yeah. We back.
That's fun. You didn't tell her you were going to do that shit, huh?
Nope.
Because she was surprised as fuck. She's like, I shouldn't do that
There
anymore.
you go. Lesson learned.
What was I going to say? Oh, yes.
Bro, right there. Remember remember we talked about that first episode we did, and I was saying that all this was scripted, that she agreed to this. Remember, I was kind of thinking like, man, I wonder what did they have to do to get her to do this? She had to agree to this. It was scripted. Like the questions, which like she knew what questions were coming. That just verified it right there, player. I just verified it. She was shocked that, oh, this wasn't part of the agreement. This wasn't in the script. Like, bro, he's getting pimped. And I'm just looking at his body language now. She's out of the room. He's fucked up, bro. Like, this dude right here, man, he is fucked up. And why is that? Well, he went out there doing the work, bro. He went out there paying attention to the game, man. Like this is what happens to you, man, when you get caught up in the game and you ain't prepared. Right? Y'all, most of the people who watch me, you guys watch Fresh and Fit. And you remember back in the day when Fresh and Fit would always say, man, you know, dudes, you guys are going out here, you know, you in a battle with these women, you going out here with a slingshot and they got a bazooka type shit. This is what he's talking about. Most dudes have no idea of, you know, what the rules of engagement are. Right? And all's fair in love and war, bro. You think about that for a minute. Warfare and love is the same. Like, God, dog, you need the art of war. You need Clausewitz. You know, you need to know this stuff just to date. And, you know, it's like, well, what's on the line? Your livelihood, your mental health, right? Your self-esteem. This dude is wrecked. This dude is wrecked. And brothers, 2828 was asking me in the last show, hey, you think, you know, he's talking to a professional, you know, getting counseling? Hell yeah, he's getting counseling. This dude ain't no fighter. Right? Look at his homies. The dudes around him are just kind of like, bro, you fucked up. They ain't really got no love for him, man. They let it happen to begin with it. So you really, man, be careful, bro. Y'all got to learn this shit, man. Look at his body language, man. He fucked up. And she was on that show. She knew exactly what questions they were going to ask. She knew exactly what they were going to do. They probably had a pre-production meeting. And she was probably shooting down ideas. We want to ask this. We want to ask that. She's like, nope. Because there's a lot of stuff that she didn't even talk about that's out there. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Yeah, Snatch Poster. That's one of my favorite movies, bro. Not gonna lie to you, man. Snatch, Rock and Roller, Man on Fire. I'm a huge fan of Guy Ritchie, man. Even The Gentleman. I don't know if you guys watched it. The Gentleman was really good. Huge fan of Guy Ritchie, man. So I appreciate that, bro. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? And what is your favorite character in Snatch? That's a question for everybody in the chat, man. If you're throwing in the chat your favorite character from Snatch, if you're a Snatch fan, also throwing a character in the chat, throw in your favorite movie, your favorite director if you have one. Throw that shit up in there. Here we go.
She literally said you can just do it. And
Yeah.
she seemed quite serious, like she was
Yeah.
remorseful for what you've been put
What
through.
she put me through.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got to use this now.
Yes.
Let's line up patrons. Let me know a good spot.
Yes.
This is a public episode. Right
Yeah.
now. I just wanna let you know.
Hey, public, let me know a good spot. Y'all heard it. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
it is. We were talking about this. You didn't say where, right?
Yeah, I think I want to go to a place where it's legal because I assume the women will not be just old and Asian.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nah. I mean, well, what do you want? Do you want the best one or you want the hottest girl?
Yeah, this is actually an
I need that
interesting
Venn
caveat.
diagram crossover.
You want a girl that's hot enough, but she's incredible at the skill.
Yeah.
Wait, but are you going eyes open or eyes closed?
But it depends.
Yeah, if they're Asian. Or wait, what was the?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you
Wait,
say?
what is eyes closed the whole time? You're
Because
blindfolded?
I just figured
You
like
like
when
fall
I
asleep. There's none in the
when I'm-
bottom of your chin.
Bro, they're talking about rubbing tugs, man. They're talking about doing that interview. His wife was like, yeah, you can go out and get hand jobs. I don't have a problem with it. And they're like, I want to go somewhere where it's legal. It's not illegal. Any sexual act for money is considered prostitution. And it's like, yeah, you're paying for the massage, but the tip, that is the rub and tug part. So you're actually paying for a sexual act. So it's solicitation of prostitution, and depending on what state you in, every state, even Nevada, every state that's illegal except for Nevada, they got the bunny ranch. But I've never seen, anecdotally speaking, I've never come across someone who got caught up in one of those type sweeps, where guys got arrested for getting a hand job or smashing or whatever. Even though like these massage parlors, bro. The vast majority of these massage parlors are just brothels, man. Some of them bring in young women from South Korea, from China. There's a bunch of, and like LA was a bunch of, like Mexicans, Colombians, Dominicans, Miami, Tampa. It just depends. If you went to that, bro, some people are like, man, would you do it? Let's keep it 100. Would I do it? Man, look. They talking about giving a happy ending massage, bro. My response is get some. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm just saying, it's like it's not even a real crime. It's not even a felony. It doesn't really count. We got Mandrill in the building. What's good, Mandrill? How you feeling, man? Hey, Mandrill, where'd you get your first rubbing tug, man? I'm pretty sure you was down there somewhere in Fayetteville, man. Down there in Fayetteville. Yeah, man. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, bro. Yeah, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Of all of the gangster Guy Ritchie movies, I put that at the bottom, but I'm not trying to take away from it because that was the first one. You got to respect it because it was the first one. And they had that one gangster in there. What was the name of that character? The black guy with the curl that set the dude on fire. That was a great scene. Jason Statham, bro. Yeah, man. Z Germans. Like, yo, what's that? What's that there, Tommy? It's my belt. You're like, a belt. I know you got a belt on the gun. There's a gun in your trousers. That was a great scene. What do you need a gun for the Germans? Great scene. Great scene. What I know about diamonds. The way that movie started, Snatch. One day, man, we can just do a show about, Snatch, Lock, Stock. Rock and Roller was a sleeper, bro. I don't know if you've seen that one. If you haven't, check out Rock and Roller. Rock and Roller, bros. Guy Ritchie movie. He, some great characters in that one. Like, bro, it rivals Snatch in my opinion. I think I put Rock and Roller at the top. Snatch number 2. Number 3, I got The Gentleman. Number 4, I got Lock, Stock. And I haven't watched this war movie yet. But anyway, that's not what we're not here to talk about movies. We're here to talk about the Simp King Simp, Akaash, and his homeboys who didn't help him out at all. So let's continue.
When I'm getting a massage, it's like I'm eyes closed the whole massage, and now it's just an extra part of
No,
the
they
massage.
turn you over halfway through.
I still go eyes
They'll flip.
closed. I don't open my eyes. You go like this, looking up the
Oh,
whole time.
yeah.
That's a good
Fucking
point.
Yeah.
psycho.
That's
Yeah.
But also, if a girl's jerking you off, do you look directly into her eyes?
I think it depends on how she looks, right? If she's attractive, I'm soaking this up.
What
Do you
does
ask
he
for
know about
attention?
this?
Do you are you like,
No. You got to focus. I'm looking at you. I'm an Indian guy, good at staring.
Yeah.
so you just laser
that.
beam the side of her head?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've heard that the older pros are actually better. course.
You've heard?
I feel like they'd have less.
We heard this from.
I have a friend who's a connoisseur.
Oh,
He goes on what is it, Tug Maps, and he knows all the places. He knows all the.
why you look at Miles real quick?
He lives.
Why
He
you-
lives in a specific neighborhood because they're
Yeah,
closer to the things.
Yo, this is what y'all wanted me to see. Y'all wanted me to see these dudes sit here talking about getting rubbing tugs, bro. Akaash is talking about how to handle a hand job. And here's the deal. I thought he was a virgin. Only woman he's ever been with was his wife. That includes hand jobs, right? Like, what is he talking about? He has no idea what he's speaking on. But as y'all can see, he's considering getting out there and being a bad boy. Y'all peeping that? Akaash is considering being a bad boy. Why? Because as a good guy, right? We all know what happens to good guys, right? They finish dead fucking last. He's sitting here like this is a complete L. He's lost all his respect in the world, right? He's married to a woman that's promiscuous, and he was out there defending her honor. You know how many dudes wound up in the cemetery back in the day when they did duels because they married this type of woman, and she out there doing whatever, and then her husband would have to stand up for her honor, which meant he had to go get pistols or knives or swords and go fight another dude over her honor. And it turns out that she's a freak. I mean, Matt Damon did a movie about that where there was a duel. It was like the last recorded duel, medieval times. And he had to defend his wife's honor because his wife said that this other night, dishonored her and basically took it. Took the Foxy Brown, which when you read up on it in history, it looks like she was just having an affair with the guy, got caught. It was like, oh, he took it, which is still going on today. This is why you got to be careful, gentlemen. You got to be careful, man. And that's all I'm saying. Be careful. And if you make a mistake, you get with the wrong chick, you got your prenup. If y'all got married, you good to go. You got experience. Let's say she slid through the cracks. All right, fine. This sucks. Because men love differently to women. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna be heartbroken. Damn, I thought she was the one. You know what I mean? Get rid of her. And by get rid of her, I mean break up, right? Decouple, take your loss, whatever. You got a prenup, so you know how much money is going where and whatever. Move on with your life, lick your wounds, and then come back stronger. And this Akaash is just sitting here like he don't know what to do. This is why so many blue pill guys wind up doing that black pill shit, or they come back red pill super hardcore. And it's just like all women are trash and they're all whores and da. That doesn't help you either, fellas. That doesn't help you either. And brother, I'm probably not pronouncing your name correctly. Forgive me, brother. I'm so sorry. Yul Ushana. Sorry if I messed that up. But Layer Cake. When I saw that movie, Layer Cake, with Daniel Craig, because at the time he was an up-and-coming actor. When I saw that movie, I knew he was going to be the next James Bond. When I saw that movie, I know I'm like, oh, that's the next James Bond right there, because they were looking for the next James Bond. I'm like, there he is. Daniel Craig is the next James Bond. And sure enough, they came out with that hardcore, super, super vicious James Bond, and it was Daniel Craig. And I'm like, man, I knew it. If you guys haven't seen Layer Cake, very random movie, English movie, it's worth the watch, man. It's a really good movie. It's a street story, drug dealers and all that. It's a street story. Definitely worth checking out. Layer Cake. I mean, back in the day when Blockbuster was still a thing, what I would do at Blockbuster, I would buy the old video DVDs. They would have a DVD bin. It's like, DVDs are like, like $6 for $1 or some shit like that. You get like $2, $3. You can just buy the DVDs, and I would just buy them, bro. I would buy as many random foreign ones I can find to get my hands on, and just go home and watch the movies, because that was around the time I was really starting to get heavy into the Hollywood thing. I was an air traffic controller, but I began my comedy career, and people were asking me to do roles, and and I'm starting to get involved with the Hollywood stuff. So I wanted to know, okay, what's a good movie? What's a bad movie? I just started studying film, and I didn't pay nobody to teach me. I just started watching movies, so I know what I like, what I don't like. Layer Cake was one of those movies I stumbled across. Man, I was thoroughly impressed with that movie, man. That was a good movie. I appreciate that, brother. Brother Yuzu, appreciate it. That was a good movie. So, hey, man, and hey, guys, if you're out here watching this, if you're new, welcome. I appreciate you, man. Let me Don DeMarco to all the new people and the Ninja Watchers out there, man. I appreciate y'all.
Don DeMarco.
As you can see, Uncle Saint, I'm a worldly type dude. I'm from the hood, but I made it out and I got to see the world. Been around the world 2 or 3 times, right? I love movies. I love comedy. Bro, we could talk about anything over here y'all want to talk about, bro. There's not a lot out there that I have not experienced, bro. There's not a lot. I've, had some good times, bro. I had some crazy times, did some wild shit. So anything y'all want to talk about, let me know. We can actually do an episode where we just talk about movies, man. Drop the link and shit and just, we can just chop it up, talk about movies. I'm gonna stop short of actually like showing clips and stuff like that because of copyright and all that. That's what really messes things up. Because I would love to be able to show clips as well. One of my favorite YouTubers, bro, damn, I call him my favorite and I can't think of his name. Shit, man, the critical drinker. My bad, y'all. The critical drinker. It's one of my favorite YouTubers. I actually met the critical drinker in real life, man. He came here to Tampa during a comic convention, like a Comic-Con in Tampa. And I went, bought the VIP package and all that shit, man. I was chopping it up with him, man. Real cool dude. Like the critical drinker, bro. Gave me a lot of tips on YouTube and all that. If you like movies, you definitely got to check out the critical drinker, man. He gives, in my opinion, the best reviews out there. He's going to give it to you 100, man. And a lot of people don't know this, but the dude's a writer. He's a writer and he has a series of books out there. I got one of his books I'm working on right now. So, yeah, man. He's like, that's amazing, man. You hang with Diddy. I never fuck with Sean Combs, bro. Never fuck with him. Now, there was a time in my life, once I got out the army, well, let me back it up. In high school, I was a musician, played the alto saxophone, messed around the drums a little bit, was in the band, jazz band. And then we started like actually getting out there and trying to make moves in the business. We're trying to in the movie business. And before I got into the movie business, I was like in music, and I was doing like A&R work, artist development. I was doing some like light producing, but I wasn't a musical producer, but I was more like an executive producer on projects. I would bring people together, doing a lot of promotions, like doing shows, going out, finding groups and putting them together. I knew about Sean Combs. My path never crossed his, right? That's one of the celebrities I never bumped into. But in the music world, especially hip hop at the time, shit, everybody was talking about, dude. So the word that came down was, dude was out there like that. So everything that happened, the court trial and all that shit, it's not a surprise to nobody in the business, right? Because on the movie side in Hollywood, you had Harvey Weinstein. And then on the record side, the music side, you had people like Sean Combs. You had people like Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell. Like these people had reputations. And it was like mostly for women. Like when Me Too hit, I'm gonna keep it 100. When Me Too hit, I was shocked. It never hit the music business. It hit Hollywood, it hit corporate America, but I'm like, how did it never hit the? That was the shit that was going on backstage. You know what I mean? On the tour bus, in the car, in the studios, in the bathroom, in the studios. Man, it was madness. And I was in there. I saw that shit. Right? I saw that shit. I was right there. And this is why, like, when people ask me about women, I'm like, bro, you have no idea what the good girls will do if given a chance. Like, if you got the perfect woman, like, man, this woman, she's perfect, known her since middle school, elementary school. We grew up together, went to the same high school, homecomings, proms. She's perfect. I'm the only person she's ever been with. Da 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 da. But if she gets a chance to go hang out with Usher or Chris Brown, or you name a celebrity and that happens to be her celebrity, bro, I'm telling you right now, she's smashing. She's smashing. And these artists were messing with girls as young as 13, man, 14 years old. Got them in the studio, got them in the basement of their houses. I'm talking about people who ain't got no money. People who ain't even famous. These are people who are just like famous in their little area. I've been in situations where I walk in, people want to talk some business. I see the girls just sitting around there and these like children. I get up, I can't be down here. I'm out, bro. What y'all doing down here? So it was like, I don't know how Me Too missed the music business. I guess this is their way of trying to get Sean Combs now or whatever. But man, it was wild out there, bro. So we could definitely take care of that, man. Mandrill in the building, man. My favorite Green Beret, bro. How you feeling? I know lots of Green Berets. I got invited to my I got invited to my share of white parties, but I didn't like white parties. I didn't like black parties. I didn't go. Like those theme parties, I didn't like them. But I did in Hollywood. What I would do was, the parties in the Hollywood Hills and stuff like that, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Malibu. If I got invited to them joints, I would go. In Miami, it's all about the boat parties. I would go. But like especially like the hip hop world, the R&B world, when they would have a white party, I didn't go. I didn't go. Now I would go to events. Like let's say that like the Source Awards or or BET Awards or something like that. I would go to the show. And then you would get invited to the after parties. I might do an after party. My favorite award show was the American Music Awards. That was the best award show ever because it was above all the other bullshit. American Music Awards was like the grown-up shit, and everybody was there. Right? If you went to Source, you knew what it was gonna be. If you went to BET, you knew what it was gonna be. Right? If you went to MTV, you knew what it was gonna be. That was even wild. But so the American Music Awards, I used to love. And that's when Dick Clark was still alive. He was doing it himself, man. Bro, I went to those almost every year. It was just so nice, man. So but the white parties and all that, man, I stayed away from them. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to mess with it, bro. I didn't want to mess with it. Man, you know about that critical drinker, huh? Yeah, that's my dude, bro. Hollywood is never ever gonna be dead, fam. It's going through a transition, but Hollywood is too powerful and has too much money to ever be dead. I mean, they still control it, bro. They control it. Hollywood, the people who run Hollywood, like the big money in Hollywood, and guys, it's not all Jewish people. People used to Jew, bro. It ain't all Jewish folks, bro. It's some wealthy, it's a little bit of everybody. And matter of fact, the Armenians and Russians. Like, you really want to get into it. Like, who's really financing shit? Right? It was like when I was out there, bro, the Armenians, the Russians, and the Saudis, bro, like the Arab world, bro, they was financing a lot of shit. Y'all just didn't know it. But I mean, Hollywood is still going to be there. LA will bounce back. Think about it. They got the Olympics coming. LA is about to do a clean sweep. When the Olympics get there, they're going to get rid of all the crazy people, all the homeless people. They're going to bust them out of there. I think that's going to be the catalyst for them to clean everything up. I think that's the plan. Just like they did in Atlanta when they had the Olympics in Atlanta. They're going to do that in LA. They're going to get everybody up out of there, right? And then, the housing and all that is going to go back up again and all that. And then Hollywood's going to come back. I personally think that's going to happen. But, bro, you never count Hollywood out, man. Never talk about Hollywood. Count them out. He's like, talk about your personal stories like strip club bouncer. We could do a story. I hate telling my personal stories, but I've seen a lot. Like, I can tell the stories of things that I witnessed. We could do that. We'll have it. Maybe we'll start doing it on Fridays, man. We'll just come in here, like, chop it up on Fridays and just come in like Friday or Saturday or something like that. Just come in late and just talk shit. Now, I tell you what, brother, I don't mind having these stories and talking the talk, man, because I got a lot of great stories. But I'm gonna need you to participate, man. If I'm gonna talk this shit and share some shit, you're gonna have to share some shit too. And do me a favor, make sure that y'all check to see if y'all still subscribe. Y'all, we had a bump. We had like 40 plus subscribers that hit, and then 2 days after that lasted for like a week or so. Like subscribers was going good, and then all of a sudden I lost 38 subscribers. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that don't even make any sense. So do me a favor, make sure YouTube didn't unsubscribe you. Just check to make sure y'all still subscribed, and I appreciate it. We still trying to grow over here. And Mandrell saying Puffy didn't get hit hard enough for me. He's like, I'm not satisfied. I mean, bro, he never should have went to trial for that anyway, bro. He was way past the statute of limitations. They put together a whole RICO case trying to get his ass. They wasted millions. For what? I mean, bro, whatever his sentence gonna be, bro, he done did most of the time. He should be eligible for parole. Like, they're gonna send him right home. It was just a personal vendetta. Like, Puffy pissed in the wrong teacup, man. He went too far. He thought he was untouchable. He went too far. You know what I mean? Training Day was not one of my favorite movies. Let me keep it 100. For Denzel has done so many, like Man on Fire. Way better than Training Day, in my opinion. That movie right there, bro, way better than Training Day. But he won the Academy for that. Man, you look, Hurricane was better. I thought that movie was great. Remember the Titans? I thought that was better than Training Day. Devil in the Blue Dress. If you want to watch a really good Denzel Washington movie, it's Denzel Washington and Don Cheadle. Devil in a Blue Dress. Make sure y'all go check that out. Since Brother Yule got us over here talking about movies instead of talking about, King Simp Akaash over here, which we're about to get back to in a second. But if you really want to see a really well-written script, an amazing story, an amazing storyline with some red pill shit in there, as a matter of fact, if I think about it now, some scenes in there like, I ain't gonna say nothing, I don't want to spoil it, but there's some red pill lessons in that movie. It tells a story, it's a detective story, tells a story from the point of view of a black detective in Hollywood in the 40s, post-World War II. And it's a great, great fucking movie. Devil in the Blue Dress. Make sure you guys check that shit out. Say Diddy didn't distribute drugs or human traffic. Lots of messed up partying and out of control. Yeah, facts. You know what I mean? And even if Diddy did get federally, like, let's say they hit him with the RICO and he was looking at 20 to life or some shit like that. He has enough money to buy a pardon. He just would have gave Trump some money. He would have got pardoned. Just like, look at all the people getting pardoned right now. There's mass people getting pardoned right now, bro. Like real criminals. Like, you got Ponzi scheme people that hurt a lot of folks. They getting pardoned. You got drug dealers. I'm talking kingpins. They getting deals. You look at what's going on with what's her name, Maxwell. She's getting a sweet deal, and what they did was horrific. She was working with Epstein. But anyway, production company. One of the companies I worked with was in music, All Net Records out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tyrone Hill was an NBA guy. It was his company. So I worked with All Net Records for a minute. I worked with a whole bunch of independents. I never got up to the bigs. It just didn't work out for me. I was always a high head. There's a lot of gay folks in the entertainment business. Y'all know this. Hip hop, bro. It's a lot of undercover gay dudes, and they get drunk or whatever. They get tipsy. They get handsy. And I'm the kind of guy, you get handsy with me, I'm getting handsy right back. You understand what I mean? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of dudes, I'm like, pink, and you punch the wrong person or throw somebody down a flight of stairs, even if they don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Or, you put a weapon in somebody's face, they don't want to keep you around. I don't understand that. Like, y'all know what dude did. Like, dude came over here talking crazy. I told him to leave me alone. He didn't want to leave me alone, so I do something to him. Now I get fired, man, I ain't cool. But that was how it was, bro. And I ain't care. Like, shit, I was right back to the street. Didn't bother me a bit. Yeah, she definitely did, bro. She definitely did. You know what I mean? She definitely did. Talking about Maxwell. Bro, he don't need a pardon. My point is, he don't need a pardon. If he had caught the real case, Mandrill, he could just buy his way out. And Trump is selling pardons, bro, allegedly. But I'm letting you know right now, bro, if you got a couple $1 million, you getting out. Now he might have hit Sean Combs for $10 million, but you best believe Puffy got it. He would have paid. He would have got out, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like the Trump administration, they don't care, bro. Trump, like, how much you got? This is what I need. You know what I mean? Like Sean Combs, like, if I get you out, it's gonna be, hell to pay. They're gonna come at me hard. So instead of the normal 2 million, I'm gonna need 10 million. Come on, man. That's just how it is, bro. Just letting you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, take advantage of their vulnerabilities. It's cold-blooded, man. That's you gotta be careful, man. I got a 16-year-old. My daughter's about to be 17 next month. And this is all we talk about, bro. You know what I mean? That's all we talk about, bro. Just they can deal like Mom Donnie. I think the thing with Mom Donnie, bro, and we're gonna talk about this. We'll do a political show maybe next week or so. The difference between Mom Donnie and the other politicians is Mom Donnie really is gonna try to help out the common man. Whereas the other politicians, they're all about the 1%. So that's the difference. Keep your eye on what's going on. And I mean, the 1% is gonna come off with some shit to keep Mom Donnie happy, man, because that's what the people want. The people are like, man, we tired of this, corporate socialism that's going on. We tired of bailouts and shit like that, man. We trying to get a little something. So the politicians are gonna come out now and saying, hey, we're going to get you a livable working wage, right? We're going to get you free health care. We're going to, affordable health care. We're going to get you free child care. All right. We're going to, we're going to get you deals on food. That's what politicians are going to start saying now. That's going to be the line. And if they can come through on one or two of those things, shit, the people going to love them. That means the 1% is going to have to come off a little something for the people, bro. That's all. And I tell my friends in the 1% all the time, like, y'all being too goddamn greedy. Y'all being too greedy. Y'all got to get some of this shit up. You know what I mean? I like, they're like, what are you talking about? Like, listen to this DMX song. You know, like, y'all been eating long enough. Now stop being greedy. Let's keep it real, partner. Hold on. Y'all been eating long enough. Let's keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. My ribs are touching, so don't make me wait. Fuck around. I'm going to bite you and snatch the plate. That's what I give to my rich people. I'm like, listen to this. Y'all been eating long enough. Now stop being greedy. And that's what it is with the 1%. Stop being fucking greedy, man. Y'all going to have to kick some of this back. Right? You're going to have to kick some of it back. People ribs are touching right now, man. Folks are losing their cars from repossession. Folks are getting losing their homes through foreclosure and through evictions, right? The fucking here in Florida, the minimum wage is $14 an hour. Who can live on $14 an hour? The average rent in Florida is around $2,000 a month. Well, that's the nationwide average. I think around Florida is around $1,500 to $1,800 a month for rent, right? Who can afford? This is what I mean. Like, and meanwhile, the rich folks, bro, they're buying yachts, private jets, and they're buying up every property they can get their hands on. I ain't mad at them. I believe in capitalism, but it was like, damn. But when the wealthy and the big banks and all that overextend and get caught, they go to fucking taxpayers and get that tax money and bail themselves out. That's socialism. Let them fucking banks fail. Goldman Sachs should have failed right along with Lehman Brothers. Citibank should have failed too. Citigroup should have been gone. JP Morgan probably wouldn't have survived that. Like, I'm talking about the housing crash back in 2008. So it was government money that got them out of it. Taxpayer money. And they don't want to turn around and fucking help you out. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, brother, I'm down here in Florida. I'm in Tampa. I moved here back in 2020 from Cali. I was in LA. I was in when I left there, the last place I lived was Pasadena, but I lived in Studio City, North Hollywood, Playa Vista, Marina Del Rey. Oh, where else did I live? I lived in Simi for a little bit. I lived in Valencia, Stevenson's Ranch. Let's see, where else did I live? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Cali was just overexpensive. It's just overpriced, bro. I was an air traffic controller. Made damn good money. But in California, it was just okay money. Well into the six figures. And I was able to do okay, but like to live in LA, to live a decent, comfortable lifestyle, like you would think you can live, man, you need like 300 grand. If you're making $300,000 a year, you can live where you want, take vacations, have savings, buy what you want, dress how you want, drive what you want. You can have some money to make some moves. But at 150, 200,000, you got to kind of watch your step. You can still do some shit, but you got to plan it out, watch your step, and don't overextend yourself. And it's real easy to overextend yourself. I have not seen that Netflix documentary on Puffy yet. Yeah, bro. And shit, word on the streets, they say Sean Combs had something to do with that hit on Pac. And some people were saying he had something to do with Big too. So like Sean Combs, the word on him prior to, everybody see it now, but back in the day, the word on him was like, be careful, man, he grimy. But he was powerful, man. Even when he was young, bro. Think about it. One of the first big events he did, like people got hurt, people died. He had some concert and, people tried to rush in there and folks got hurt and died or whatever. And that's how he started. But they got him. They loved him back then. They got him out. They got him out of it. He went on to become a mogul, man. You got to, tip your hat. He put in the work. But they say dude was grimy, man. Like the shooting with J-Lo and Shine, they say Shine really took the case for him. Like Shine didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? He took the case for Puffy. That's what they say, allegedly. J-Lo was sitting there like, yo, she got the pistol. They say they put the pistol in her bag. You know what I mean? And it went, and all that was over some machismo shit, man. Some you know what I mean? One of the real hustlers in the city threw money in Puffy's face. Puffy was talking shit. Like what? Threw a couple bands in his face. And that's was allegedly what happened. Some shit like that. But talk to the New Yorkers about that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Brother Yule might know. You know what I mean? I bumped into DMX, fam. at Saddle Ranch in Hollywood. He was with his whole crew, man. DMX was a wild boy, as you know. I never really, I ain't like, I wasn't cool with him and nothing like that. Just crossed paths with him, you know, a couple handful of times. You know what I mean? Dude was cool. He sit there, chop it up with you, talk to you, or bark at you. You know what I mean? You know, he was running through chicks left and right, man. I know a couple chicks I used to fuck with that was fucking with him. That's another thing in Hollywood, man. Y'all gotta be careful of, man. You meeting these women, I'm telling you, they out here doing their thing. And it's always the ones like, oh, she's a good girl, church girl, whatever. Until you get into the mix and get your game right, when you see that they're getting ran through by these dudes or they're running through the dudes, you know, a lot of people like, oh, she got ran through. I'm like, nah, she did the running through. Because women get to choose. Man, I've seen it. I've seen, man, bro, I've seen some shit. As a matter of fact, I mean, I know we way off topic. We supposed to be talking about the simpy dudes, but you know what? I got a story for you.
Everybody sit down, please. It's story time. It's story time.
Yo, I'm in LA, right? Doing my thing, comedy. And in my, you know, I'm just coming up from the open micers. I'm starting to break away from the open micers. People are asking me to do shows. We're doing the show at this one venue in Beverly Hills. They're like, hey man, pull up and do this show. Come and do like 12 minutes of comedy. And I'm at a point where, you know, I had a solid 30, 25. I had a solid 25. So to come and do 12, I'm like, cool. I come in, you know, do my, you know, come in, do a little bit, and then close with one of my good closers, and I'm out, right? So shout out to Brett Ernst. It was Brett that pulled me up in there, man. Paid gig too, made a couple dollars on that. So we do the show, whatever. We in a nice venue, Beverly Hills. Show's over. We just mingling with the crowd. Bro, I'm seeing this thick girl, white girl, but curly hair. Like she had like olive skin, dark curly hair, is wearing dress and boots. Wintertime in LA. So it was cold for LA, but it wasn't like New York cold or nothing like that, right? So she's with a friend. And this woman, man, she had a heavy accent. So I'm chopping it up with her and her friend, right? Because I'm checking out her friend. Her friend was like real fit. This girl, she was thick, but you could tell the way she dressed, it was loose. I was like, she probably ain't big. She probably ain't obese. And trust me, she was not obese. She was, boy. So I'm chopping it up with her and her friend. And right away, I realized like her friend ain't really trying to do nothing. But the girl with the curly hair, man, she was about it. She was about it. So we like, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying, I'm talking to the girl in the curly hair. And this is before Uber. And I'm driving a BMW 740i, right? So got the whip outside. Like I tell guys all the time, bro, discovery is a motherfucker, bro. Discovery is way better than this disclosure. I never walked around where people could see the BMW keys or anything like that. As a matter of fact, we had valet at this joint. So the one girl, the fit girl, she was trying to get to her dude. She had a rendezvous set up. So she said, hey, you take care of my friend? Like, sure, I take care of your friend. You know what I mean? No problem. It is what it is. And the thick girl, she was cute. You know what I mean? With the hair and everything, she was cute. So I'm like, what's good? No Uber, just before Uber and all that. I'm like, can I get you a ride home? You know what I mean? She was like, yeah, she didn't drink. She had like just a couple glasses of wine. So ain't like she was lit, nothing like that. And she was like in education. She was like a private educator or something like that. She was in the country on a visa, very restrictive visa. So I'm like, yo, I have no problem dropping you off, where you stay. She told me where she stays. So they valet pulls the car up and she's like, oh, this is your car? I'm like, yeah, and one of my jokes, I used to always say like, she's like, oh, this is a nice car. I'm like, yeah, thanks. I stole it. That was like one of my jokes or whatever. She looked at me like, you didn't steal this. Like, no, I didn't. You know what I mean? But again, she just saw me perform. Whatever. Put her in the whip, taking her to her crib. We on the way like towards her crib. I'm like, hey, you want to stop and get one more drink? And she was like, yeah, there's a place near me. We can stop there. It's my favorite bar. Cool, no problem. Pull up there, local hole in the wall, man. She live in a good neighborhood. Going there, she got a Chardonnay, man. I got me another Hennessy. You know what I mean? Speaking of, got me another Hennessy. It was an I, bro. 740i. It was a 1996 740i. That was the best body style, in my opinion, that BMW ever had, bro. It wasn't the I, it was the I. Loved it. Because in 1998, they made a small modification on that body style. And then I think it was in 2000, 2001, they changed it drastically, right? And it kind of started looking the way it looks now. Not a big fan of BMW now, but back then I was a BMW guy. So we pull up into her bar, we get a Chardonnay or whatever, man. And yo, little shorty was about it. You hear me? Like I'm drinking, sipping on my little thing, and she's sipping on her wine. She was about it. She was like, well, we didn't even finish the drinks. You know what I mean? And like I tell you guys, when you try to talk to a woman, you shouldn't be doing the talking. She should be doing the talking. You should just plant the seed and then see what happens. And that's what I did. I just said what I said, sat back to see if I can, let it happen. And it happened. You know what I mean? It happened, bro. So we it's like, all right, she was like, you could tell when women into you, bro, they play with their hair a lot and then they start touching you, bumping into you. And this is when I was able to discover that, bro, she wasn't nowhere near fat. She was in shape. Like she, kind of like a gymnast kind of thing. Like, she kind of maybe looked flubby because her clothes were baggy. Bro, she whispering in my ear, biting on my earlobe, like, do you have time? Maybe you can come to my place. I'm like, yeah, I got time. Shot around the corner to where she stayed, went up to her crib, bro. And look, when I say we got in there and it was like no more words, as soon as we walked in there, fam.
Come on, Frisco answer.
You know what I have to tell them, say? Me got my girl on the side, guys, and them flex the best.
Her flex was crazy, bro. Crazy. And like I say, this ain't something. No person of color. This is olive skin, whatever. This is white girl. Dark curly hair. Jewish. Yeah, I said it. Like, yo, because I didn't know. She had to tell me. Ain't like I could tell. Right? That's why she was wearing a dress or whatever. So the whole point of this story, I was sliding up over there for like months. I was sliding up over to see her until she left the country. And when I say, bro, the flex was good, bro, like, oh my God, it was crazy. It was crazy. And she used to give me the band camp stories.
It'll be like this one time at band camp.
She used to give me the band camp stories. And it was nothing crazy. Like, come over. She knew what time it was. She knew she was never going to marry me. I'm outside of her community. She just wanted to see what it was like. She wanted to soil her oats. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to get a little taste. Why are you telling me not to mess with this? I want to see what it's like. And she did. She would cook everything, bro. Come over there. She's like, you hungry? Like, I was learning a little bit of her language. Bro, it was amazing. And just went over there to do. It wasn't like I'm going to go over here. We're just going to sit over here and talk about, movies. Nah, bro. Come in there. All she got on is a robe and it's already open. She ain't wearing nothing. I'm like sitting there trying to get my shoes off. Like, that girl, let me get comfortable. She's like, no, let's go. I'm telling you, bro. So that's a long story. I just want to bring home the point because wherever that young woman is now on the planet, no one knows about that encounter. None of her people knows. And if you was to go and say, hey, DL Saint smashed that, they would not believe you because she's the good girl. Right? And that's all I'm saying. And here's the thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like, don't sit there and like, I'm going to find out what's in her closet. Don't worry about it. Don't be like Akaash running around here talking about she's the best and she's a virgin and she's better than you. Because if you do, you're going to wind up just like this guy dealing with this shit for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? And that, bro, that man, look. Yeah, it was the Jason Statham, that's his name, bumped into him in Hollywood too at this pancake house on Sunset. Real cool guy, man. Real cool guy, as a matter of fact. Like, we had a quick little conversation, man. Cool dude. But then he drive the 7 Series, that 740 in Transporter, and then he went to the Audi. I can't remember. We have to look that one up. But anyway, let's get back to Akaash and his problems, right? Because Akaash doesn't want to listen to anybody over here in this red pill world trying to tell you what time it is. Like, bro, again, humans are going to be humans and they're going to do what they do, bro. Don't worry about what's in that closet. Just don't go in that closet and tell her to keep her closet closed. Simple as that. That's how I look at it. Men do care about a woman's history, as you should. But so long as she knows how to keep her shit together, you shouldn't worry about it. Now, if her bones start spilling out the closet, you know, if her shit was so wild like Akaash's wife that it's gonna embarrass you, then you got a decision to make. Do you want to stay in that situation or not? Me personally, hell no. I'm out of there. Yeah, girls need attention, dudes need attention too. There's so many dudes out here trying to get attention, man. They move like women. Why? They were raised by women. They were raised by women. They don't know what to do. This is why so many guys gravitate to this red pill message. They gravitate to the man swamp because they're looking for male energy so they can learn how to handle what's going on out here because they realize the way they was raised, this ain't working. And again, I'm not trying to knock anybody. This is just how this shit is. But let's continue with, we're going to get back to Akaash and these people talking about, you know, his situation. And again, so far, they've only been talking about hand jobs, but let's get back to it.
Really?
Closer to the tugs. Yeah.
This is a close friend of mine.
Put us on a group text.
I will.
I
How
like
close?
this guy.
You got close.
Do I know him?
No, you don't know him. Now, you might have met him in passing, but I don't think you know him.
He goes to the coffee shop?
Nah.
Damn.
I wish, yo. I'd be there tomorrow morning.
Yeah. But he's got the spot. He's got the spot. Apparently, the pros are professional.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They just, you won't last more than 7 seconds. Yeah.
We had a like normal.
We had a friend in college do this, and he bet he could last like more than 45 seconds or whatever it was.
Yeah, we
And
challenged each other to a duel.
Wait, what?
No,
we paid for him to go get a rub and tug, and he went and got the rub and tug and came out defeated. It was like
How long?
He said it was under a minute, like easily.
Yeah.
Like it was just magic.
We did the over under on a minute. we had the Kalshi spread. We had the whole thing.
Do
We
they
were taking
massage you
bets.
first? I'm too Indian to just get a hand job. I need a massage, a good massage.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's all
okay.
inclusive.
Oh, that's nice.
It's all inclusive.
That's nice.
But like from start of hand to end of job was.
Hey, if you had to go through these last 3 weeks, you wouldn't be jealous. It's all good, dude.
Let's just see after the massage how you feel.
Okay,
You know what I
maybe
mean?
it's
Let's
worth
just
it.
see. You get on the
The
milking
release.
table. You get on the milking table. Dude, you're fucking out of here. All of a sudden you'll be like, you know what? It was all worth it. Your boy got milked, dude.
Okay.
Yo, these boys are degenerates, man. Like, these boys, I mean, I ain't mad at it. They're savages. So for them to have this conversation, talk all that shit they was talking about Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit tells dudes not to pay. Fresh and Fit are out there telling dudes to stay away from the rubbing tugs, right? They're telling dudes like, nah, man, you need to get your game together so you can get it for free. This is crazy. This is crazy. I can see both sides of it. Like, all right, if you want to get yourself a little massage with a happy ending, man, whatever, that's your business. But if you don't have any women, if you have no experience or you've never really done that, like, you know, you ain't out here, got your rotation, you know how to holler at women, you know, you getting in and whatever. If you've never done that, if you have zero game, going to a massage parlor or rub and tug is the wrong move to make, gentlemen. I'm just letting y'all know that's the wrong move to make. Learn how to fish on your own first. Go out there. A rub and tug you paying for it is too easy. It's too easy. And there's nothing in it. This is when Fresh was saying, like, oh man, I don't want to pay for it. I want to own their soul. Right? What he was trying to say was, I want to be able to get to a point where they're coming to please me. And together we're doing our thing and it's beneficial to both of us. You know, unlike Myron was like, man, I don't care about pleasing a woman in bed. I'm like, man, that's crazy talk. Like I said, I don't agree with everything Myron says. Like, that's crazy talk. The whole purpose of being intimate and knowing a woman like that is to get good at it. This is another thing that hurt Akaash. Apparently, Akaash is shitty in bed because that's why his girlfriend was like, oh, we got to have sex toys in order for her to enjoy herself. That's part of the problem. She is experienced sexually and she wants to be pleasured when she has sex. And it sounds like to me that Akaash can't do that. So if Akaash woman is around a real G, a dog, you know what I mean, a player with it, she gonna sense right away, like, this guy right here probably make my toes curl. He probably make me come 3-4 times. He probably make me squirt. And if you're a real G with it, which I don't recommend, I don't normally do this, right? But sometimes, man, these women they'll be shooting their shot, man, howling at you with a dude sitting right there. And they be ready to go, bro. Like, I'm gonna slide. Where you gonna be at later? What hotel you at? Oh, I'm at the W, or I'm at, you know what I mean, the Mondrian, or I'm at Tide. Okay. I'm gonna text you. Like, I'm gonna be there. Give me 2 hours. And sure enough, 2 hours later, you know, women like Akaash's wife will show up. They're like, look, I only got I got 45 minutes. You think you can really handle this? Wet, sloppy, ready to get it in. And you just got to go ahead, But I don't recommend that, man. Don't smash married women if you know they're married. I tell guys, like, I draw the line there. If I know she's married, I'm not messing with her. But here's the thing. The vast majority of women will not tell you they are married. They'll lie. That guy's not my boyfriend. I just went because he needed someone to come with him and he's real awkward. So I'm just there to help break the ice. They'll tell you some straight up lies. So just lie. And it's like, all right, cool. It's not like you're going to research it because she's laying right there ready for you to bust it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ready to get her back blown in or blown out or whatever y'all saying these days. She's just trying to get it in, bro. She's trying to get her wiggle on. She'll tell you exactly what you need to hear so you can smash her and then go on about your business. Right? It's hilarious. I had a woman do something like that, bro. We smashed or whatever. And then as she's getting dressed, she pulled her ring out and put it on her finger. Her wedding band. She puts her wedding band on her finger. And I was like, I thought you weren't married. She was like, you didn't believe that. Women are getting it in just like men. It's human nature. It's human nature. And guess what? I saw the dude a week later. He didn't know, and I didn't say shit. And his girl was just kind of looking at me and winking. Man, it was weird, but that's how she got off. That was her thing. Right? That's the game. That's what Akaash didn't realize. He understands it now because he's running the playback in his mind. He's like, damn, my wife is probably smashing this dude and this dude and this dude. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he got grimy dudes around him, like, damn, my wife probably smashed that dude over there. This is where he's at right now. His head is fucked up. And it's his fault. This is why you got to understand the game, bro. This is why you need to be sexually experienced. She's supposed to be a virgin, but she wants to do all this kind of stuff. She's bringing out toys. She's trying to show him stuff he can't last. Man, his equipment is insufficient, right? And she telling him, and then she talking about other, men. Yeah, I bet you his equipment is big. Like, bro, she didn't just start doing this shit, bro. She been doing this since they met. Telling you, man. This is just crazy, man. It's like Call of Duty. Bro, I'm telling you, man, this shit is crazy, bro. You know what I mean? People just talk like they on the mic playing Call of Duty in real life these days, bro. Hey, man, look, gotta get outside, man. Gotta get outside. You gotta experience these things. If you really want to give yourself the best chance of being successful in today's sexual marketplace, bro, you gotta understand that the game has drastically changed over the past 15 years ish, give or take. And what we dealing with now, man, we've never faced. So you just gotta get out there and, bro, you fucking gotta just understand that, bro. You gotta understand that. That's Akaash's problem. And again, Akaash probably goes back and looks at that Fresh and Fit video all the time. He's probably got it on a loop, just sitting there. He probably wants to call Myron. He probably went back and went over to Rumble and started watching all of the early Fresh and Fit episodes. I would not be surprised if that is not a thing.
Yeah, I like this shit.
Yo,
this is awesome.
He got glaze.
Yo, stop glazing me, bro. Stop fucking glazing me. And from the top, go ahead.
Your hand, the way you use the glasses as a prop is excellent.
Oh, the snap. It's the snap.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
You fold this one in, and
you point. Yeah.
Fantastic.
My old teacher did that.
You practiced this shit?
No, I've just seen it.
Yo, he be at home practicing this shit.
Remember he was YouTubing how to play NBA Jam? This fucking nerd.
My wife's knocking on the door. I'm like, I need 10 minutes. I'm shitting. I'm on the bidet, trying to get in character, okay? Doing tricks on it, sideways.
Do you have a bidet now?
Yes.
Yeah,
this shit is
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, we're all bidet.
Got it.
We all are bidets except
I'm
you.
trying to get that
Yes,
Toto
you
that
got it.
automatically opens and closes.
I like that rough white, man.
Bro, this is fucking hard to watch, man. Like, these guys feel so bad for Akaash, man. They don't even know how to move. This ain't even how they normally move, man. This is what happened when you lose all respect from your homies. When you lose all respect, when you become a problem for the crew. They love you. They don't want to get rid of you, but they're like, damn, ain't nothing. How do you fix this? Right? How do you fix it? The way to fix it, he would have to leave her. That's really the only way to fix it. He would have to leave her and then take a trip down the red pill, rabbit hole, and then come back with a better chick. And like, after he done, got him a rotation and after he done like watched a bunch of episodes of A Dose of Game. If you guys haven't checked out A Dose of Game, make sure y'all check him out. Yo, Brother Dose be on this shit, bro. Like if you want to, like when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to, where's a good place to start, to kind of learn different variants of the game, I always say, yo, go check out Dose. Go check out Dose of Game. Right? His videos are very short. It's faceless videos, bro, but he's like he narrates the whole thing. And bro, like I watch his content religiously, bro, and I have not heard him say anything that I think is wrong. Like the shit that he talks about, bro, he on some real player shit. Like, and again, remember, pimps are at the fucking top of that scale. Players are just right under pimp. That's how good a true player is when it comes to these women, bro. And if most people ain't never really came across or bumped into a real player. I'm just trying to tell you, man, like players they don't fuck around with lames. Okay, I don't know how else to put it. They'll see a lame coming a mile away, man. They stay away from them, bro. You'll say something to a player, man, they'll leave the bar. They ain't fucking with you. They don't want you nowhere near them because you messing up what they doing. Like what they got going on is so, you know what I'm saying, next level. They don't even want you around, bro. It's like, like I've been around a couple true players, places like Cincinnati, Atlanta, DC, New York. They got some players in New York. There's a couple players like in LA, some old school type players. Like, bro, I done seen dudes like talk women out of all kind of shit. And it's not even that they talk the women out of it. They just give the women permission to do what they already want to do. Right. And that's where you want your game to get. You want to get to a point where you're at player level, right? When you need it. People tell me, they ask me like, bro, you a player? Like, nah, I'm not even at that level. I can move like a player, but I'm not a real player. Like they are really dedicated to the game. Like I said, they're just like one half step behind pimps. And basically pimps are just getting women to go get money and bring it back to them. Right? A lot of true players will tell you like, yeah, it's a time when dudes came to me and was like trying to get me into the pimping game. Like, that ain't me. Some of the players get into it. Right? And just get that money. You got some guys like the like a true player like the Tinder swindler. That's a motherfucker who's like on some pimp shit. He figured out the game to a level like, oh, I know how to play this game, sell this dream, and I'm gonna get all this money. That's all the Tinder swindler did. He focused on the game so heavy, right? And look what he did. And you look at that guy, bro. He ain't 6 feet. He ain't got the fucking jaw structure that Wheat Waffles was talking about. He ain't got the genetics. That motherfucker just ran a game. Got them thinking like I'm a fucking diamond baron or some shit, whatever he was saying. And these women falling for it. You know what I'm saying? They falling for it like blind roofers. And now because they got their pockets ran, they want to lock the dude up. Women run men pockets all the time. And it's very rare that you're going to see some woman get locked up over that shit. But let a dude do it. Right? That's part of the game, y'all. Let's continue.
You have it.
I like a rough white.
Not at the new crib.
You are what you wipe your ass with.
Yeah, for real, man. I like a rough white. Like I want to feel that shit bunch up.
He'll send me wiping memes and the shit. I don't even understand the joke.
He sent us a picture of him shitting his pants.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Did we not talk about that on the
what the fuck was that?
Group chat.
What in the ever
What are they
fuck
talking
was that?
about?
All right, so get the picture up.
No, we're not putting the people
much.
through this.
It's like last week.
You crossed the line with that.
Last week at the Cellar, right? Or
That
2
was
weeks ago
HR.
at the Cellar.
I gotta get some more alcohol. I'll be
There's
back.
a room called the Lounge at the Fat Black Pussycat.
Yeah.
The Lounge. So I come out of that room and I do a signature public fart display.
On
that
stage.
I do. No,
Opening
not on
joke.
stage. I walk out of this door. Now I'm in like this little vestibule with the security guards and everybody like that. And I walk out and I spread my legs like this. And I do a fart and I go, "Brrr." And then the end it goes, "Pap pap." And I go, "Oh, that was weird." Right? And everybody like heard the fart. Some people grossed out, some people laugh, whatever like that. I go on stage.
Everyone was grossed out.
I go on stage and I'm like, ooh, my ass feels cold for some reason. And I'm like, oh no. I must have shit myself with water. And now I'm feeling the water get cold.
Yeah,
it's not water.
Yeah.
Well, it's doo-doo at the time. Liquid. Liquid.
It turns into water later.
Why do y'all have me watching this? Yo, brother 2828, man, you still in the chat? Why you got me watching this shit, bro? Right? What are they talking about, man? I thought he was gonna be talking about, something, relevant to his situation. Let's keep listening.
No, it turned into more of like an acrylic paint.
Jeez.
I go downstairs before my next fight. I was at the VU, the Village Underground, and I go to the bathroom. I take off my jeans, I take off my underwear, and there's just like a paste of shit, like a Bob Ross.
I can't even see that shit.
Yeah,
Turn that off.
When you put that in a group, I was like, nah, this is too much.
This is my challengers.
Like, this is bad.
Yeah, dude.
This is my challenge.
Bro, this is some Hollywood shit right here. This is how the Hollywood actors act. There's nothing off limits. They do and say things, bro, like in the comedy game, bro. Ask about Bobby Lee. Ask about some of the shit that he's done. And Bobby's just, I think Bobby's a scared little boy, in a man's shell. Like he's fragile. And I don't mean, and Bobby, if you're watching this, man, I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be evil or mean or put you down, but he does these things. And I mean, every now and then you'll get an opportunity where you get a real moment with someone like Bobby Lee. But most of the time it's this, like, oh, I took a dump in my pants and it looked like this, or here's a picture of it. And they try to get you to look at shit and do and say crazy things. And I don't understand that about Hollywood, man. It's just some weirdness out there, bro. Some real weirdness out there. And it's always going to be that way. And I mean, I do understand why, man, because of all the fucking money they get for doing what they do. But bro, why are we watching this, man? It was brother 2828 told me to watch this shit, man. You're like, oh, they wanted a part 2. We're doing a part 2. When are they gonna talk about the chick? SSB 2828, bro. Why you got me watching this, bro? Why you got me watching this?
And the worst part was, I think the color of it, though. It's a really fascinating color.
It is.
Did you eat a crayon? Like, why is it that?
And they're looking at it, man. They're looking at it.
Look,
Yeah.
the zoom in was unnecessary. The zoom in was a lot.
So I just threw those underwear in the garbage in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I just kept on doing my shows like a real soldier.
They just do weird shit. It's like The Rock. The Rock would do movies, and on set, he wouldn't go to the restroom. He wouldn't go to the bathroom to take a piss. What he'll do is pee in a bottle, and they'll make some production assistant take the bottle away. Like, here's a bottle of urine from The Rock. I need you to go and throw it away. Don't throw it in the dumpster either. Go to the trash. Before you go to the trash, go to the bathroom, dump it all out first, dump it out, and then put it in the recycle. Sick shit like that, bro. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we even saying this is okay? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, man. Peeing in the bottle and giving it to somebody to walk away with it.
You about to throw up.
Yeah, actually, it was like, this was pulling on my Adam's apple. And I felt.
Wait a minute. What would you do if you were in my situation?
You have to do that. No, we had this. You weren't here. We had this conversation.
Take it off.
On Patreon, I was like, I almost shit my pants right before I got on stage. And luckily, I checked my boxers and they were fine. But I was like, you have to bring an extra pair every time you go on stage.
No, you don't.
That's part of my rider.
But you wouldn't text it to the fucking group.
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly.
Why would I share that, Michelle? Why would I share that, Michelle? It's a funny thing. You poop your pants a little bit. You
funny.
share that with your friends.
Tell us.
funny
We don't need to
Can I be honest with you?
Just
Having
too
like
intimate.
girls on the group chat makes me hesitant to throw shit out there.
Good.
sometimes.
That's probably the best.
It does. Like, I have
Probably the best.
respect for the girls here. Like,
Probably
we
for
have
the best.
girls that work with us, and I feel uncomfortable sending a picture of shit in my drawers to you guys.
Yeah, that's probably
Where
the
if it
best.
was literally the 4 or 5 of us in this room, 6 of us,
You'd have
sorry,
brought it
Joey,
into the studio.
I would have definitely shared it.
Yeah.
You
has
still
to.
shared it.
Man, that's some weird shit, bro. I'm glad our tangents are when we go off on tangents over here, I'm glad we talk about, you know what I mean, what's it like in Hollywood, partying, who have you met, movies. I'm glad we're not talking about shitting on yourself, bro. Like, I mean, why would you do something like that? Why would you even think like, oh, I shit on myself. Let me take a picture of it and post it in the group chat for my homies. Why? Somebody answer that for me. Riddle me that. Why? Why are we doing it? But again, like I said, in Hollywood, you see it all the time. Brandon Schwab, allegedly what he was doing is his thing was he would urinate in sinks. He wouldn't go to the bathroom like a gentleman and use the toilet. No, he'll go to the sink, the kitchen sink, or, you know, like the sink in the bathroom. or the sink somewhere, and he would urinate in the sink. Why? This is what I mean about Hollywood, man. Hollywood allows you to be as weird as you want to be, and no one's gonna call you out on it. Hollywood lets you be like, I'm just eccentric. Like, nah, bro, something wrong with you. Why you could? And in the crews that I'm in every circle I'm in Hollywood, they don't do the weird shit around me because I call them out immediately. What are you doing? How does this make sense? But that's stupid. And everyone else is looking at him, but you can't say that to him. I can say what the fuck I want to say to him. Dude ain't paying me. You know what I mean? That's stupid. Nah, why you doing that, bro? Don't do that shit around me. Cut that shit out. No, you can't come to my house. Can I come over to your house? How come you never invite me to your parties? Because you pee in the sink, right? Because you shit yourself and you take pictures of it. Now you can't come to my house, fam. We got grown-ups in my house, man. Fuck, even all the animals are housebroken. You don't even sound like you housebroken. My bad. I just went off on a tangent. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, you still, yeah.
But I did it like out of spite of myself.
I can see you.
You were trying to bring joy to the group chat.
You're like, you know, we've been through a lot.
I wanted to lighten the load.
Let me cheer everyone up. You know?
Oh man, yo, the emotional swing of farting that turns into a shit is one of the funniest things in the world. Because you're so happy farting, and then the second it turns to shit,
chill down my spine. Yeah. The sound, it went, it was a normal fart, and then the end it went, pap, pap. And I was like, I never farted pap, pap.
I remember the first time I sharted, I was trying to fart and like brag and like be funny about it. And then when I shit, the horror.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Y'all almost got me saying the word, bro. What's wrong with these dudes, man? What's wrong? This is a conversation you have when you're 19 years old, right? And you're so drunk that you need an IV to sober up. Shout out Bravo Company, First and 58, because that's what we did. We would get so drunk that we had to go into our combat lifesaver packs, pull out IVs, and give ourselves IVs to sober up. That's the type of shit. And even then, we didn't tell stories about how we took a poop on ourselves. Man, that shit crazy, bro. 28, man. Like, people, I'm gonna say late 80s, early 90s, people have been hating on Hollywood, man. People have been hating on Hollywood. I mean, especially by the late 90s, even LA folks got sick of Hollywood because, you know, these productions, like, dude, when they do like scenes in the car, they're not actually driving the car is being pulled. You know, like, so they got all the cameras set up and, you know, the people are sitting there in the car, they're not actually driving, the car's being pulled. They'll shut down city blocks to get shots. So when you see all this stuff, that's, you know, like you watch a big shootout that like the movie Heat, you had that big shootout in Heat, bro, they shut down like 3 blocks for that. Right now, that was an amazing movie, great movie, one of my favorites. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Heat was an amazing movie, but the people in LA who had to deal with driving around their shoot schedule and all this is why people in LA hated on movies. Like when you look at the Oscars, like when they do the Academy Awards, bro, they shut down Hollywood, man. Like, you can't even get down Hollywood Boulevard. I think they shut it down like Wilcox or some shit like that. Like it's like bad. They like from all the way down to La Brea. Like, so they shut down like 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks right there in front of the, you know, the theater. You can't, I mean, it just shuts it down. I had a friend who lived maybe a mile from that. And one year she couldn't even get home. She couldn't get home. They shut everything down. You couldn't get in there. She was like, damn, I can't even get home. We had to stay out. Right? We were out till like 2, 3 in the morning, just hanging out until they finally opened up the streets and we can like get her home. So that's why people were hating on Hollywood. Angelinos hated on Hollywood because of that. And then Hollywood went to Canada, they went to Georgia, they went to Ireland, they went to New Zealand. And now people in Hollywood, like, oh, we want that money back. Won't y'all come back? It wasn't that bad. But bro, it was suck. Like you'll be trying to get home. I got a long commute. Let's say your normal commute is an hour, which isn't even a bad commute in LA. So you got your hour commute, you're making good time. You're like, shit, man, I'm gonna save 15 minutes today. And all of a sudden, bam, traffic stops. Stop, they ain't moving. Deadlock. What the fuck just happened? Oh, they're shooting, they're shooting a scene for LA Law or some shit, or I'm showing my age. Y'all ain't as old as me. They're shooting a scene for SVU special victims unit. They're in it's a LA scene, even though it's a New York show. They're in LA shooting something. It's like special. So yeah, we shut down here for the next 2 hours. And then you got to go drive all the way around LA to get home. Now you thought you was gonna save 15 minutes. Shit, you just spend another hour and a half, hour 45 minutes on top of the 45 that you already drove trying to get home. So I mean, it is what it is. Akaash refused to learn even basic game facts. Seriously, as much as I rag on PUA, a single online course would have taught him a little something about leverage and demonstrating higher value facts. And PUA's pickup artistry facts. The one thing that I will give the pickup artist is the pickup artist figured out that it's like what we were talking about before. Women kind of want what they want. And like the first thing I tell people, like when people holler at me, like I had a couple clients that want to talk about this stuff. I'm like, look, bro, she has an idea of what she wants to do with you. She knows within moments after meeting you if you're someone she wants to be intimate with or not. It's your job to not put your foot in your mouth and fuck it up. Like it's your job to just sit back, plant the seed, and let it happen. Just like I was telling you the story with the girl with the curls. I really wasn't even looking at her. I was trying to get on her friend. And her friend wasn't feeling me or whatever. Her friend was trying to go do something else. But the girl I thought was the big girl, the girl with the curly hair, she wound up taking me to the crib and smashing. Why? That's what she wanted. And I didn't get in the way of that. I kept my mouth shut. I did what I was supposed to do. I was a gentleman. I offered to take her home. Boom. We got a nice car. She gets into a nice, comfortable car. Right? I've had females getting this one friend of mine. She got in the car when I first got that 7 Series. No, I had it for a while, but she was like, I love it when you drive this car. This car feels like sex. This is a beautiful woman. She in a car, like sliding around in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? It's black on black. She in there like, oh, this car feels like sex. I just laughed. This is my friend. This is like, we just cool. We ain't never do nothing. You know what I mean? So that just lets you know, like, bro, it's your job to sit back and just let it happen. Right? And that's what Akaash could have learned. Like, that's what I like about the pickup artistry dudes. Right? They figured that out. They figured it out, man. You just let it happen. Especially the guys who are really good at pickup artistry. Like, I don't recommend it, but like Alex was playing with fire. When those guys sit around and talk, it's definitely some information you can glean from that world. They ain't wrong in a lot of shit that they do. They're not wrong. People look at Alex like, yeah, we get all these chicks. Like Alex is a white guy who's tall. Like he has no real charm, no charisma. He's nowhere near a player. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere near it. And again, I'm not trying to talk shit on him, but look at the results. Look at the women he's smashing. He got it. He figured it out. And anyone can figure it out. Like Akaash could figure it out. And like the nagging stuff and that the way that they, the way that they do, they just run numbers and it's just, let me get your number, let me call you back. They just run numbers. Like the pickup artistry thing, I ain't got a problem with it. It works. I mean, fuck it. If you can't do anything else, shit, start there. Start there. You know what I mean? That's at least you know how to break the ice. You're not really worried. You don't have approach anxiety anymore. Like, those dudes just, they use whatever they can. They walk around with dogs. They dress a certain way. Their hair is a certain way. They've locked themselves into an approach that works. And it's like, you know what? This approach works 6 times out of 10, which means all I got to do is talk to 10 chicks. I talk to 10 chicks, I'm going to get 6 of them. And you know what? Shit, I ain't mad at them, bro. I ain't mad at them. But pickup artistry doesn't help you if you're talking about long term. Pickup artistry doesn't help you if you're really trying to be on some player shit and like run a proper rotation. Pickup artistry doesn't help because they tell lies. They let women, believe whatever they want. I ain't mad at you. Like, you can tell them whatever you want to tell them. I don't care. But myself personally, I'm not trying to sell your dream. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm on that. When I'm out there, I'm on some player shit. I'm on some grown up shit. It's like, look, baby, we can get on, we can do this, whatever. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I ain't mad at you. I'm still gonna drop you off at home where you live. Let's get you going. Nowadays, I can just get you an Uber. Here, let me get you an Uber and send you on your way. Run along now. I ain't trying to fuck with you, which is game in itself. When you send a woman away, she comes back. She is going to come back when she sees you again. She's going to search for you online. I saw a show. Who's this guy? Okay, DL Saint. Okay, yeah. Okay, here's his fucking social media. She's watching you. She's waiting for an opportunity to see you. Then she'll show up and act like it was an accident. Oh, wow. Hey, you're here. They're like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, can we talk? Not right now, love. I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how come you won't talk to me? Well, remember last time we had a conversation, you was on some little girl shit. You ain't ready to be a big guy yet. I only fuck with big guys. I'm a big guy over here. You know what I'm saying? I deal with grown-ups. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had a bad night and it was this and this. I promise you I'm not like that anymore. Fast forward 2 hours, you at the crib smashing. You know what I'm saying? You at the crib smashing. They gonna do what they want to do, bro. They gonna do what they want to do. So PUA, they figured that out to an extent. But like I said, I can't recommend Dose of Game enough. Let's continue.
What just happened?
This is unrefined.
Oh my God.
We
dude.
shouldn't be speaking like this.
Oh God.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Shouldn't be sharing these things with you.
Yeah.
Did a whole set shit on my ass.
All right. So how was your Thanksgiving though?
Man, you want to see some shit?
Whole Thanksgiving, shit on his ass.
I didn't send this to the group yet.
How
right?
long until you showered when you went home?
I ain't showered. I got right into bed.
Nah, you're lying.
I got right into bed.
You're
My
lying.
wife,
Bro.
I got right into bed. My wife doesn't even know. My wife found my jeans in the morning. It has shit right through the fucking jeans. Somehow the doo-doo passed through the barrier. There was a membrane that it passed directly through, and there was a shit on
That's
the
osmosis.
inside of the
Yo, SSB 2828, man. Why you got me watching this, bro? Why you got me watching this? What is this? This is my problem with Flagrant, man. They want to stay kids forever, bro. Like this is Neverland. This Peter Pan and his fucking Neverland boys or whatever the fuck, Lost Boys. This is what this is, man. What are they talking about, man? This is a serious topic.
For anybody that does not, because I would open by being like, so my wife's a whore, huh?
Yeah.
And would get a laugh. And then I would say, is there anybody who doesn't know about this?
Yeah.
Because the first time I did it, it was like weird, the vibe. And then after that, I was like, who doesn't know? And so many people would clap. I'd be astonished.
All right, let's go back. I missed my bad. Let's go back. Here we go.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Dude, it was great. It was me, my mom, my whore wife. We just had a blast. We had a
Has
blast.
anybody
dude.
stopped yelling the street?
No, people haven't brought it up. So maybe out of kindness. But I asked at shows, I said, is there anybody that does not? Because I would open by being like, so my wife's a whore, huh?
Yeah.
And would get a laugh. And then I would say, is there anybody who doesn't know about this?
Yeah.
Because the first time I did it, it was like weird, the vibe. And then after.
Well, you know why people don't know about this, bro? Here on YouTube, people making millions, tens of millions of dollars. Like YouTube is big for those of us who are over here, especially in our little niches and our bubbles. But the rest of the world have no idea about YouTube. If you are a YouTube celebrity and you think you are a real celebrity, go to Hollywood, go to New York, go to Miami. We'll see how famous you are. Right? There's a real thing. There's an A-list. There's a fucking A-list. And I'm here to tell you there's no YouTuber that's an A-lister in Hollywood, like a real A-lister. Mr. Beast. No one in Hollywood gives a fuck about Mr. Beast. They respect the kind of money he's making and what he's doing. But Mr. Beast ain't going to go to Hollywood and get into anybody's club or whatever, unless he calls the studio, unless he knows somebody. Right? That's Hollywood is doing their own thing. They have their own gatekeepers. That is the major leagues of this entertainment shit. So when we do stuff over here on YouTube and people just thinking like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We lit over here. This is this, this is that. Even Fresh and Fit, when they went to LA the first time, they were like, because I told them, like, bro, don't nobody know who y'all are. No one cares. And you'll see. Like when you go out there. And they went out there and they said, like, you're right, bro. Don't nobody give a shit about us. Like, we ain't famous. We ain't nowhere near famous. Nowhere near it. Can't even get good seats at a proper fucking restaurant. No, you gotta know people in LA, bro. You want to get good seats, you know what I'm saying, at Mr. Child's, or you want to get good seats at EPLP or whatever's the hot popping restaurants today. You better know somebody or be able to pay top fucking dollar. And even with top dollar, you gotta know someone to book that reservation. So the YouTube folks, if you're watching this, man, kudos to you. Shout out. You making money. You doing your thing. That's great. But you're not real famous. You're YouTube famous. So when Akaash came out and he was like, hey, talking about his wife, motherfuckers like, what the fuck? That's weird. Why would you say that about your wife? Because they had no idea what was going on YouTube. Yeah, he was viral. Yeah, shit was popping over here. But it's a very big world out there, man. And grown-ups don't give a shit what's happening over here, man. I'm just going to keep it 100. So as a good comedian, he's going to modify that because he instantly saw that shit. People don't know what I'm talking about here. So in order to make this into a bit, he's going to have to modify it. I think this is going to turn into a really good 15, 20-minute bit. Shit, he might even get a Netflix special out of this. You know what I mean? Akaash Singh, Akaash Singh and My Horror Wife or something like that. He might get a hour comedy special based on this, but we'll see. Still not famous though. I think the most famous YouTubers probably C-list Hollywood type shit. Hollywood doesn't even give a fuck about the people who do like the reality shows. I watch people come to Hollywood, couldn't get in the spots, and you know what I mean, they're doing like I'm on Jersey Shore, like we don't know you, you're not on the list. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got someone like me, DL Saint slide up, boom, get my dap or whatever, walk right in. They just open the rope. Who is that guy? I know him. I don't know you. That's Hollywood. Hollywood don't give a fuck about you, fam. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about you. D-Mac in the building. What's good, fam? I appreciate you, man. Bro, I've been out here, man. I've been out here. You know, YouTube hating on my ass, man. And for whatever reason, YouTube don't want to fuck with Uncle Saint, man. They just hating on me, man. So I'm going to need you. Do me a favor, man. Check to see if you even still subscribed. YouTube probably remove your subscription from me. You won't even know it. But good to see you, man. So glad you're here. We just in here talking about this Akaash Singh thing, bro. I'm going to drop the link to anybody out here, guys. I'm going to drop the link as soon as this video is finished. We can talk about anything y'all want to talk about, bro. We could talk about the Hollywood stories that I was sharing. We could talk about what I was doing in the music business when I was young. We could talk about the streets, the military, what's going on now in retirement. We could talk about anything y'all want to talk about. The only thing I ask, if you jump up on the panel, when you're in the back chat, just show me your face real quick so I know you're not a bot or a troll. And then once I pull you up on the panel or whatever, once I pull you up on the screen, you can turn your camera off at that point. I just want to make sure that you're real before I pull you up. So let's continue.
After that, I was like, who doesn't know? And so many people would clap. I'd be astonished.
Yeah, it is weird.
Because you're not famous.
But yeah.
I mean, it's a very real thing. But outside of the internet, I don't know how many people it caught their algorithm.
Yeah, it's like if you are a person that is on the internet, this was big enough where you know about it.
Yeah.
But if you're not an internet person, it's not like it's covered on fucking CBS News or something.
Like my best friends still have no
just
idea.
Like I said.
Right.
Yeah.
They
just like
interesting.
They try to be nice.
Well, you met Gerald. He's like kind of autistic and just not online that much. And then Peter's also just not online that much, so they just don't know.
I remember when you texted me that, you're like, I don't know. It's like I asked the crowd, like half of them kind of didn't know. And I think I texted you something back like, they know.
Yeah.
They know. This one they know.
No, but I gotta thank you because you definitely saved my Thanksgiving. Because the moment I walked through the door, yo, what's up, Ak?
Yo,
bro,
for real, it was a lot of conversation
for about 3 hours.
Yeah,
like it was the first Thanksgiving.
It
was the first Thanksgiving we didn't end an argument.
Really?
Yeah, y'all did a fighting for us.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you did.
Really saved.
You did a real public service.
I'm
People
gonna
love
keep going on
relationship
TikTok.
drama, man.
Yeah.
It is true. Like anytime you start talking about it, it's just
It's salacious. It's the most like important thing.
That is true.
The highest stakes thing is especially marriage,
and it's so relatable.
Yeah,
and it's reflective. Yeah, you're watching it, you're like, is this our relationship? Is this me? Like anytime people see
You're
videos,
like, I do not want that.
Yeah, they're like, this is me. This is reflection on me. So it's all projection.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Have you been like stern with your wife more now? So she don't buy the hype on the internet?
Fuck no.
Well, that she's a gold digger more?
No, that you're a simp or whatever. Like,
no. We both stayed offline because we knew this wasn't going to be good to watch.
Yeah.
So we were both offline. That was the one good thing.
Isn't that scarier though when you're just getting these texts like, hope you're
almost
okay?
So it's better to not see it, but then every time someone texts me, I'd be like, this caught your fucking algorithm? What's going on? How big is this?
I have my like DC cousins who like older and like adults and like they hit me. They're like, what is going on? They were angry at Jasleen, bro. They were pissed because they love you.
Yeah.
They love you.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, no. He goes, how do we kill her?
Wow.
So you're not going to divorce and take half her money? That's off the table?
No, sadly, no. I thought about it because she's such a liar.
I'm gonna divorce her to take half my money.
Yeah, dude, she's such a liar though. I was too stupid to know for 10 years. Never bothered just asking.
Yeah.
So what can you do?
Guys,
what can you do? What can you do? You can get off your fucking high horse and you can say, which is something they didn't do. Maybe they say it later, but at no point did they say, you know what, those Fresh and Fit guys are right. You know what I mean? Like, this shit's real. This shit could happen. And he can try to clean it up like, well, you know, my situation is cool. You know, it's not as bad as they say, but damn, this is pretty fucked up. I got a lot riding on this, right? Like this, you know, people are like, man, we love you, man. This is fucked up. Why are you with this girl? And then he's saying, oh, we decided to not watch the fallout from her postings, right? We decided, but she's still posting shit. So you see how he sidestepped the question. You know what I mean? Schultz was like, yo, man, have you put your foot down and told her to stop doing this shit? He didn't answer that. And the answer was like, I can't stop her from doing nothing. She got me by the fucking balls. And this is why you got to have game, guys. This is Akaash's fault. And again, he's dealing with a monster. Like, she know what she's doing. Now, she might like him or love him or whatever, but he can't stop her from doing shit. And the harder he pushes, the more pressure he applies. She's like, well, I'll just fucking get me a lawyer. She probably already has a lawyer. Shit, James Sexton might be her lawyer. Right? Like, she probably already got a lawyer. You know what I mean? Definitely the cope approach. You know what I mean? Definitely. He can't do anything. You fucking lost, bro. That's acceptance. He's sitting there like, I'm fucked. There's nothing I can do. It's cheaper to keep her. That's where he's at right now. Like, bro, all that shit he was talking about Fresh and Fit. And again, it's like, I keep bringing them up because it's like, bro, you got to own it. And at no point did he just own it. Like, damn, you know, maybe those guys are onto something. Just something as little as that. Maybe those guys are onto something. You know, and the other dudes, Alex, Andrew, and Mark, like, fuck, bro. God damn it. I'm definitely listening to James Sexton now. Prenup. I got too much fucking money. Or restructure your shit. Trust, LLC, C Corp, S Corps. Restructure your shit. Like Bandman Cavo, like, shit, I don't own nothing. Bandman Cavo and his real government name, he was like, shit, I don't own shit. All that stuff over there, bro, that's corporation, C Corp, S Corp, LLC, trust. That's all that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Learn that shit. That's some red pill stuff, bro. I'm trying to find a really good finance person. I know some really good finance people, but they service the 1%, so they don't want to come on the show and talk about like financial structure. But that's something y'all need to think about, y'all, for real. If you got money, male or female, structure your shit in a way that your money is safe from any dumb mistake you might make. Right? So it's like, if they come sue you, well, they're going to sue you. You're John Smith. Well, how much money does John Smith have? Shit, John Smith makes $50,000 a year. And he has no assets and all these liabilities. So if you want to sue him, good luck. But John Smith's financial structure is such that all that other shit is making hundreds of millions of dollars. You can't touch that. Right? You can't touch it. You can't touch that financial shit over there, the trust tied to the LLC with some S Corps and a big C Corp over everything. You can't fuck around with it. And if you manage to breach the shield somehow and pierce the corporate, you know, barrier and get to one of the LLCs, we just shut that shit down. Just fucking shut that shit down. Now that LLC is cut off. Make another LLC tied to another trust with another S Corp over here and a C Corp over that. That's how the 1% move. That's some fucking red pill shit right there. And she definitely has them by the balls. Appreciate your cope approach. Appreciate you. Has him by the balls. Let's watch a little bit more because I think we're coming up on the end.
That's the episode. Okay. There's
Right, there
nothing
it is.
else important to talk about. The internet has been consumed with one story for the last few weeks, and it is Akaash Singh and
Thank y'all.
Jasleen Singh. Hopefully we brought some more color to that conversation.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys had some fun getting to know them. And also thank you guys so much for 2 million subs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hit 2 million
Thank y'all.
subs. You almost got divorced, but we were able to reach a number that we've been trying to get to for a while. So we're very excited about that.
It all worked out.
Yeah, it all work out, man. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're going to do Patreon. We're going to talk about what happened this week on Patreon. So come over there and hang with us on Patreon, patreon.com/flagrant. We'll see you next week. Peace.
God bless.
That shit right there was fucking insane. That was fucking insane. Bro. So, hey guys, we reached the end of that craziness. That was fucking insane. I don't even know. Wow. I don't. There's so much to learn from that. I just dropped the link, guys. If anybody wants to come up here, again, all are welcome. If you're in the back chat, I just ask that you show me your face real quick so I know you're real. And then once I bring you up, if you want to turn your camera off, that's fine. I have no problem with that. A lot of people want to talk with their emoji up there and they don't want to show their face. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a G with it. I'm airborne. I don't give a fuck. My face out there, y'all. I mean, yeah, my face out there. But we got the link in there. If you guys want to check it out. My shit was lagging like a big champ. There we go. There it is. We pin this to the top. The link is pinned to the top, guys, if you want to check us out. Appreciate you rocking with me. If you're new, I would love a subscribe, man. If you can, you know what I mean, if you're new and you want to subscribe, please do. Definitely like, share, and all that good stuff, man. And shit, let's get the conversation going. If you guys want to have a little talk, if Mandrell's still in the chat, I know he's gonna jump up here. I did not do anything on her dodging the kissing because, I mean, it was just so fucking blatant, bro. It was just so fucking blatant. And how did he not see that straight off rip? Like, how do you not? I'll answer my own question. He was in love, man. He is in love. He is still in love with this woman. We talk about this all the time over here, bro. The Red Pill talks about it, and I talk about this on this platform. Men and women love differently. And women hate it when I say it. I'm like, look, man, men love hard. And women, they might be in love with you hard on Tuesday, but by Friday, man, they might be over your ass. Right? And then come next Tuesday, they back into you. Women are just different, bro. You know, they're just different. Yeah, I told you Mandrell's gonna jump up here. So at least be me and Mandrell talking some shit. Like, dude had rose-colored glasses on top of his rose-colored glasses. He did, man. And there's a lot of dudes out there like that, bro. Men, you know, you talk about the Disney fairy tale. No one buys into the Disney fairy tale more than men. No one buys into it more than men. Right? And I did an ebook on it. Let me find the ebook real quick. I got an ebook on the Disney fairy tale. Let me pull it up. I did it with Canva. This is an unpaid promotion, man. Canva's a great platform, guys. You can do everything from ebooks to making thumbnails to fucking what else have I done on here? Ebooks, fairy tale. Edit, you can do the editing tool. So what I'm doing is this shit moving slow as a big champ. I want to get this link. I'm gonna drop the link. You guys can come check it out. And as soon as I can, I'm gonna post the link. There it is. Here's the public link. Let me see if it works. Public view link live. Everything is moving slow, guys. I apologize. I apologize up front. Let me get this. Here it is. I got a copy of it now. I can come out of this. Come out of this. All right. Come back to StreamYard. Here's the link to I think it'll jump. There it is. There's the link to the ebook where I talk about the Disney fairy tale, man. I'm working on a series of ebooks, guys. I'm gonna do 15. So they're not like massive books. Like just think of them like a chapter size, like 8 to 15 pages or whatever. So the first one I did was on hypergamy. The second one is the ebook I just posted. That's on the Disney fairy tale. Guys fall for the Disney fairy tale, bro, like a fucking bag of bricks. You know, we just do. And that's part of this, man. Like, the game, man. Know yourself, know the game, and know yourself, know the enemy. That's Sun Tzu shit. You got to understand as a dude that you're more susceptible to that. Like, you fall in love, you're in love for real. You might be dealing with a woman who's just in love for you for this week, right? And you got to be able to discern the difference. This is the game, and bro, like I said, never hate the player, bro. But you can hate the game if you want to, but never hate the player. Jasleen, she's just a player in the game. She's trying to get herself a gold jacket. I mean, she killing it right now. She killing it. She's doing way better than Brittany Winter. The best Brittany's going to do is child support. And she needs help from the state to max out on how much money she's going to get. That's the best she's going to get. And I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I think we're getting to a point in America where they're going to drastically change child support. That's one of the things I want to talk about here pretty soon. At some point, there's going to be caps on child support at a minimum. If we even do it the same way, it's going to be caps. It's going to be caps, bro. You got people out here paying all kind of money. Like I'm on track to pay over $500,000 over 18 years for a child. $500,000 to raise one child. There's no place in America where it costs $500,000 to raise a child. The most expensive place in America to raise a child that I could find was Massachusetts. I think Hawaii is real expensive too. Hawaii. But Massachusetts, if you do the research, I think Massachusetts is up there. Brother Pitney, if you with us, if you want to see what's the most expensive place to raise a child from age 0 to 18, I think it's Massachusetts. And I want to say that the cost to raise a child from age 0 to 18 in that state was $400,000-ish. That's the most expensive state in the union. Right. So you split that, like your half should be 200 grand. But I want to say it was 200. I want to say it was 220,000. Right. Because again, it was a while ago. I don't have my notes in front of me. So I was doing some figuring like Jethro from the Beverly Hillbillies. I was doing some figuring and some goes intos, right? And I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, yo, the max child support payment in America for male or female, no matter, it doesn't matter how much time you have with your child, should be $1,000. $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year, 18 years. If you're paying $1,000 a month, if you're paying $12,000 a year, in 10 years, you would have paid $120,000. You're going to throw another 8 years on top of that. Right. So there should be a max. I think the max for child support should be around $1,000, maybe $1,200 a month. Remember, you got to pay that for 18 years. That's your half. I mean, if it costs $240,000 over 18 years to raise a child, right? Each parent should be responsible for half of that, $120,000 each. Why is it we got people out here paying $20,000, $30,000 a month in child support? It doesn't make any sense. And I'm doing my research. We're going to get into it, and we're going to get into the nitty gritty. And the real answer to this is because society has built an industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And as long as every state gets a 60 to 66% kickback for every child support order, right? Because that's how it works. Title 4D, that's how it works. So for every dollar in child support that a judge orders, the federal government sends the state 66 cents. Right? So for every $100 in child support that's ordered, $66 goes to the state. Not of that money, the federal government sends them $66. So the person who gets that child support gets 100% of the child support, unless they're like, on welfare, all that, and there's like a formula for that. But $66 for every $100 that's ordered, I think that's the number, gets rebated, gets paid to the state. This is why they order child support. This is why they order the max child support, because they're funding the whole system. Right? Social Security Act, Title 4D. Check it out. Check it out. Brother Penny is the fucking man. Keeper of the knowledge. Keeper of the knowledge. Internet search shows that Massachusetts is currently the most expensive state to raise a child from birth through age 18 among U.S. states. Right? And I want to say that the dollar amount to raise a child in Massachusetts, I want to say it's like $240,000 over 18 years. Check my math on that. Right? That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. I think so. Let's say it's $240,000. All right, that's $120,000 each. Right? So there should be caps on child support. But they don't want to do it because they're making too much money. You're making too much money. And I say, I'm always talking to my 1% friends. I'm like, look, won't somebody pay Trump $5 million and have him through presidential directive, through what's that term called? Through executive order, do away with Title 4D. You do away with Title 4D, the state stop issuing child support like that because they can't enforce it. Well, not because they can't enforce it, because they're not getting paid to do it. Right. And I'm telling you, man, the reason I think the child support law is about to change because so many women are getting caught up. Now you got women paying child support, alimony, and stuff like that. So women are having to pay and they're like, oh, fuck this. So it's going to change. It's going to change. And it should be a cap. It should be a cap. And I think the cap should be $1,000 a month. The max child support order should be $1,000 a month. And if you're like an elite earner, then maybe there should be some caveat where you guys can go hammer it out and try to get more. But why? Child support is supposed to cover the basic needs of a child, which is, housing, you got to pay for education, healthcare, of course, food and clothing, right? $1,000. So you got someone like, just think about it. It's in Massachusetts, it's $200,000 or whatever it is to raise a child from 0 to 18. But you go to Mississippi, it's like way cheaper. Way cheaper. Louisiana, way cheaper. South Dakota, way cheaper. But then you get to California, oh, it goes up again. Go to Hawaii, oh, it goes up again. So, and the federal government tracks how much it costs to raise a child, right? The Department of Agriculture does it. So it is what it is. But these are part of it. This is like part of it. You know what I'm saying? This is like part of it. Oh,
What's going on, man?
What's happening? I'm all right. Shit, bro. Where you at, man? Sound like you inside of a fucking factory.
Does it?
I like it though. I'm just gonna fuck with you.
Oh, okay. There's a lot going on over here right now. You know what I'm saying?
How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. How about yourself?
Man, you know what so I got a free Friday. Why not? I'm sipping on a little Hennessy. You know what I mean? I can't be doing bad. But I don't even, bro, are you a drinker? Are you a drinker? Yes or no?
Not a big time drinker, socially.
Yeah, well, I'm socializing right now, so it's excused, right?
Yeah, it is excused.
What's up with you though, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I mean, hey, I'm doing better than Akaash and Diddy.
Ooh, boy. Akaash, man, like this is what I tell folks. Like, bro, you gotta learn from this guy. And I mean, do you see how he looks, bro? He is completely defeated, man. Completely defeated.
Can't help but be. Like, I mean, how did she not know that there was something wrong with the things she was saying in that podcast?
She knew exactly what she was saying.
Right.
She knew exactly what she was saying.
Like, you're married. That tells me you don't respect your marriage. You don't respect him at all. She doesn't want to be with him, like, for real. Like, I think that everyone knows that the second she gets her money up, she's out the door.
She gone. Well, here's the thing.
The second she don't need him, and the second she don't need him anymore.
Well, the play is for her. The play would be file for divorce now. get the paperwork in, and the judge is gonna base her alimony or whatever on how much she's making at the time of filing. If she waits a couple years and his money falls off, then that affects how much that she's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So that's
yeah, that's true. But this either way, man, this don't look good. It don't look good at all, man. Like this, it got to the point where it's kind of sad. I was like, okay, listen, I don't agree with everything Myron Gaines says. I really don't. Not everything. But a lot of this red pill stuff, I'm like, I mean, what do you want me to argue? People are like, you don't argue with Myron. I'm like, what do you want me to say to him? He's right. What is it to
can't
argue
argue
about?
the facts, bro.
You're right.
Can't argue the facts.
I can't. What do you want me to argue about? You know, it's some of his behavior with some other stuff, and some of his ideas on some political, like some of his political ideas. I can debate left, right, and center with that. But it comes to a lot of his red pill stuff. I'm like, listen, it ain't his fault. Y'all missing the context.
Bro, it's like the example I gave earlier. It's like the example I gave earlier. Man, Joe, if you came to me and you were like, DL, you stupid motherfucker, your house is on fire. What's wrong with you? I got some water, I got some hoses. Let's go put the fire out. And I'm like, I don't like the words you're using. I want you to use nice words.
Okay, go ahead. Listen, it trips my wife out when I get like that too. Because I'll warn people, like, oh, okay, go. And then that's when they come back with stuff like that. I'm like, okay, go ahead. And my wife's like, no, go for that. No. You worried about the way I said something or the words I'm using, and this is what I'm bringing. This is what I'm warning you about. Go ahead. What you want me to do?
I think that's most people's problem with the red pill message. They don't like the way it's delivered.
But and then I focus on the substance.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It just goes how soft. It just show you how soft people are. You know what I'm saying? He said it. And look at the way he said it. I'm like, why do you care? Why is that so important? Did you hear what he said?
I mean, we're in a society right now where people want really soft men here in America. I don't understand.
No, they don't. They don't want soft men. They don't. Here's the thing. They say they do. They say they want a man that's this, that's that, that's that, that's this. But you give Pookie and Ray Ray a baby. But you claim you don't want no scrubs. But you claim you don't want no scrubs, and you don't want a man with no money, but you're getting knocked up by him. But then you want a guy who's made something of himself to not only accept you and your nonsense, but your child too.
Bro,
why would he do that? Like, it's just logical. Like, why would he do that?
That's a fact. I mean, I've come across women. I'll be out in these trenches sometimes, and women are getting aggressive because a lot of dudes are listening to this message, and a lot of guys are pulling back. Some are pulling back because they realize they have a lot to learn. They're like, man, I got a lot to learn.
They have a lot. These guys, a lot of these guys these days, they have a lot to learn. These guys have a lot to learn. Like, they're not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, ready. They go out and they date, but they don't know how to treat a woman at all. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know what red flags look like, let alone know what to look for. Which red flags to look out for. Right. And they don't even, and basic stuff. They don't even know how to talk to women.
Nope. I was going to get to that. Going to get to that. Like, you want a woman, you want that, and this is great. I encourage it, but they realize, like, man, I keep choosing the wrong woman. I keep telling dudes, like, they're like, man, I met this woman. I might describe her to me. Well, she's this tall. And I'm like, no. What does she look like? Tell me exactly. Well, she's light skinned. She's got nice hair. She's got, like extensions or whatever. She got nice hairstyle, wearing makeup. I'm like, what aren't you telling me about her? Send me a picture. They'll send me a picture. I'm like, bro, how many fucking tattoos she got? Like, bro, she got tattoos on her face. This is the woman you want to be with? Well, I mean, I can see how it might be a problem for some people, but she's so sweet. You don't know her like I know her. Like, bro, you sound like an idiot. This shit ain't gonna work, bro. You ain't got a single tattoo, and she got tattoos on her face. Like, what's up with them eyelashes? Like Brother Michael Lee. It's like, bro, hair hats and the butterfly eyelashes. Like, bro.
Right. You know what? We were in the car tonight, and my wife was making fun of some chicks. We were driving by, I think Target. No, it was Walmart, right? We're driving past the Walmart, and we saw these chicks with the butterfly eyelashes. My wife's like, they need to quit that shit. I said, what? She said, them eyelashes. So here's a woman saying the same thing.
It's like, cut that shit out.
But that's why she's my wife's married.
Like, what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? That's why my wife's married. And a lot of them, the people out there.
Bro, I tell folks, like this shit, I just can't get. I don't know why women do it, right? And but these guys, they don't know any, but they don't know any better, so they're learning and they're pulling back. You know, that's the big thing. They're fucking pulling back.
Now they're pulling back and giving up,
damn,
or they're pulling back and learning. That's
a little bit of both. Some are giving up. Some are giving up.
Okay. Yeah, that's
you
the
know,
sad
some
part.
of these guys around
that's
here,
the
like,
sad part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They pull back and give up. It's opposed to pull back and say, okay, let me regroup. Let me get good at this. Because you can't get good at it by pulling out, but by pulling back. Really, like, that's just, like, again, your big brother, as far as age-wise, you and Jay Swans, right? We're in the same generation. I came at the tail end of Gen X, right? I'm 78. I was born in 78, so I'm at the tail end. I'm at the last crop. You guys are like the big brothers, so you know full well. It's like, okay, how we learn is you get thrown into the deep end. May the best man win. 2 men into it, 1 man leave. That's the kind of shit it was. You feel or hurt yourself? Okay, get up.
Get up
and
rub
go
some dirt on it. Rub some dirt on it.
Even our parents, man, you break it on, you probably get a whooping. You know what I'm saying? Some kids get a whooping with a broken arm or broken leg for breaking the arm or leg. That you got punished for breaking something. Okay.
Boy,
then they take you to the doctor. So,
boy, you know how much that cash gonna cost? I'm whooping your ass all the way to the emergency room.
Right.
You know,
I mean, yeah, I remember I dislocated my shoulder. My dad was pissed off the whole time. Because I made it into the house with the shoulder dislocated. You can see it. He said,
"You and that motherfucker like this and shit." Yeah.
You can't pop it back in. No. If I could, I would have done that already.
Like, come over here, I'm gonna pop it back in. You crying like, nah.
Yeah, I was like 19 or 20 at the time. So I'm looking like, no. I made it in the house, so I drove here. I injured my shoulder, dislocated it, bad dislocation too. Got in the car, drove myself all the way home.
Drove to the ER.
Yes, people. Yes, the human body is resilient like that. It's just because y'all too soft to be able to do it don't mean nothing.
You should have drove to the ER, bro.
Right, and then called them from there, but there were no cell phones at the time.
Right.
Remember, it was like it's the 90s.
Right. Bro.
So I mean, you know, what was I gonna do? You know, I mean, so and plus I didn't have an insurance card. I was still
give him a fake name, bro. Whatever. Give him a fake name, get fixed. Because the hospital got to stabilize you. They stabilize you, and then you just go home.
Right. But yeah, it's just this whole thing. I get it. He loves her, his wife. Back to Akaash. But this broadcast he did here, trying to be tongue in cheek and making fun of it, that wasn't it. That wasn't the way to handle it. No, he should have like actually addressed it. Like, I mean, because she said that sort of wild stuff. Like, okay, if she had a business that was doing really well and she wanted to get married, she'd have the guy sign a prenup. But if a guy has a thriving business and asks her to sign a prenup, she'd call off the wedding. Like, what kind of double standard is that? That okay, things like that, fellas, that's a red flag. In fact, that's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker all the way. But she is an attractive woman, so Akaash like, okay, he's probably like, this is the best I'm ever gonna get, and he just don't want to leave her because he probably thinks he can't do any better.
That's exactly it. She is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. It's like I said, best I can do is give her adjustable 6. I give her 7 at best. You know what I mean? And to him, she's an absolute 10. And that's not like a little red flag either, guys. That's not like some little paper red flag. Like, nah, that's a big old top of the Kremlin, you know what I mean? Big old red flag. Like, because she said that. She was like, my money is my money. His money is our money. And like in that same video when she's talking about that, notice they didn't talk about that on the podcast, on the Flagrant podcast. They didn't bring that up. You know what I mean?
And they think about the prenup either. I don't think they brought that up. But yeah, that was wild to me. I was like, okay, and you're still there?
Shit, she tried to. She said she would sign a post-nup if he sells out Madison Square, Radio City Music Hall. If he sells out Radio City Music Hall, she said she would sign a post-nup. And if I'm him, I'm like, yo, buy all these fucking tickets. Yo, Schultze, buy these fucking tickets. We selling out. And I'm going to make her on stage sign this fucking post-nup. I'm going to have it drawn up. You said you was going to do it. Sign. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
Man, yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just bad. Like everything she said was horrible. The whole thing with the threesome. Well, I don't care what you were just doing. You don't do that.
Popping that pussy. I was popping my pussy, living my best life. I had a roster of white boys.
Right, and then she acts like she doesn't know what any of that means in this broadcast.
I can't believe they agreed to do that show, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm with you. I'm like, Mandrell, if we're gonna do it, let's really talk about it. Let's talk about where you possibly went wrong. Let's talk about what you're gonna do next. Let's talk about the pain. Let's talk about the family side. They really could have made this, a teachable moment, but they chose to hide.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And like brother 2828 was saying, that's why their own fan base is leaving them, which is fucked up for them.
Oh, they are. So they are losing fans.
Mm-hmm.
I figured they would, but who is that? Cope Approach. It says yes, she has him by the balls. Yeah, she does. She does, and it's sad to see. Now, ladies, if y'all watching this, look at what you're doing then. And before you say, look at what men do to women, yeah, but two wrongs won't make a right.
Exactly.
And just like we say women are savage, you are savage in your own ways. Y'all just don't like to take accountability. You like to point the fingers at other people and men. I mean,
and Cope Approach is a sister, Mandrell. Cope Approach is a sister. I just want to share the site. Matter of fact, I'm about to go over there and subscribe because I want people to subscribe to my shit. So I'm gonna subscribe to yours. Man, Joe, you still subscribe to me or did YouTube?
Yeah, I'm still subscribed to you. Yeah, like I said, I got the notification bell and everything. Yeah, I got the notification. Now it has happened before, where I had to look you came across the algorithm, and then I clicked on the video. I said, "Well, how come I didn't get a notification?" I said, "Wait, subscribe? What do you mean?" So I just hit the subscribe button again. So you subscribe? What do you mean?
You're like, subscribe? I'm a moderator. What the fuck you mean subscribe?
Right. So I did. That was a long time ago, though. You know what I mean? But
look at D-Mac. D-Mac is like, I haven't seen you in a long while. Like, bro, I've been on this motherfucker every damn day. I'm like once a week, certainly.
Yeah,
live once a week. I'm posting every day.
I was about to say you're here at least a few times a week.
Bro, I'm posting damn near every day.
Right. You do your shorts, you do your lives. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is one of the shows that I look forward to. I'm like, is he going live? Is he going live? I'm looking at the phone.
I appreciate it, man. I
actually look forward to watching your broadcast. And I tell people what I'm doing.
I really appreciate that, bro. And you see what I'm doing behind the scenes. I sent you the shit that I'm working on. You know what I mean? So I'm doing that. I'm trying to see, because I don't want to say nothing. I just want to see what it does organically. And because I really think that if I put my name on it, man, YouTube, the algorithm catches me, man. It could be because of the ties to Fresh and Fit, but damn. I only did the show like officially once.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. You were in studio one time.
No. I was in studio multiple times, but I only did the show once where I was the official guest. Where we were like,
gotcha.
But I was in the studio maybe half a dozen times, I maybe get a couple minutes here, couple minutes there, screen time. But I was like only like the subject once. And I'm like, that can't be enough to get me fucking shadow banned, but I guess it is.
I don't know why. Like see, the messed up part about that is it's neither fair nor right. And they're actively taking money out of people's pockets, like, and preventing you from being able to take this to scale. You know what I
See, that's the
mean?
part right there. That's the part. I don't really give a shit about the money, to be honest with you. If YouTube would just tell me what they don't like and allow me to modify the content to fit, that we can come to a happy median, I would gladly do that. But they don't tell you shit. I got a strike. From Maddie Reactions, this chick who does reactions. And she did a show where her feminist side came out because, it's one of these, light-skinned, pretty girls with good hair. And she just does reactions, and she got all these simpletons sending her mad money. And she did one show where she was reviewing Bill Burr, Gold Chick, the gold digging whore epidemic.
Yeah, I was watching you live when you did that.
Bro, I got that show got struck. I got a copyright strike on that. I still got it.
Jesus.
How is it I get a copyright strike for her reviewing Bill Burr, and I'm reviewing her reviewing Bill Burr? Like, if anything, we both should have got the strike from Bill Burr because that's the guy. Like, it was his actual routine. The copyright infringement would have been on the Bill Burr routine.
Yeah. So I don't understand. Again, I don't understand this either. Like me, I got a strike once for copyright infringement. I'm like, wait, how? It's not like, because I showed clips of a fight, right? I edited the fight myself. You know what I'm saying? The music was different. So it's a completely different soundtrack, completely chopped up. It's not the same content. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was during the live stream I played it, and then they cut the shit.
Yeah. Shut the whole goddamn stream down. Yep.
And that was the second show I ever did. And I was like, yeah, you know what?
I try to stay away from it. But the thing with Maddie Reactions, what happened is she realized she fucked up. Because all of her dudes were coming at her in the chat because she was saying things that simply weren't true. And I was like, oh, this isn't true. That's not true. This is factually not true. These are feminist talking points. It fucked with her money, and she wanted the video to go away. So instead of just reaching out to me and saying, hey, can you take your video down? She reported me to YouTube, and YouTube just struck me. That's what she was doing. She took her video down, and she wanted my video down because it was evidence of, what she was doing, what she was saying. It was fucking with her money, right? That's what happened there. And, you know me, I got a long memory. I got some shit I'm working on. Like, Mandrell, I'm telling you, bro, you one of my day ones, bro. You my man. We got some shit going on. If this shit pops, you're going to be like, damn, bro. Like, it's going to be like that. Like, I'm fucking with some guys that are up there. And when that happens, I'm going to invite Maddie to do this show. And it's going to be like some real, talking about Hollywood C-list shit. Like, we up there. And I'm going to invite her to do the show. She's going to do it. And that's when I'm going to get her ass. Like, hey, tell me about this. Why did you
Well, I got you here.
Well, I got you. There's one more thing I want to ask.
One more thing I want to ask you. Remember that time a few years ago?
Let me show you this real quick. We got it queued up. Watch this video clip real quick.
Right. And that's how you get it, because now she's stuck.
Now she's
and
stuck.
Didn't see it coming, but she has the answer for it.
Oh, here's the answer. That wasn't me. That must have been my team. That must have been, because women, same thing with Akaash's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what popping your pussy meant. I thought it meant you were just dancing. They looked that shit up. They found that definition, and that's what they went with.
Yeah, and that's not it. We all know it. We all know it.
We all know it. It was horrible. So, since I got you on here, man, a lot of people watch this content. And they're like, all the red pill guys, the Mano Swamp guys, they're anti-marriage. You fucking around in this world, like, you listen to this message and you're married.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that, man? Do you think that most guys in the red pill are anti-marriage, they're misogynists, or do you think these are just guys who are trying to figure it out? Like, what's your take?
I mean, the guys are just trying to figure it out. They never had any God. Again, like I said earlier, these guys who don't even know how to talk to women. They don't even know how to have a conversation with them, let alone sweep them off their feet or whatever. And so they might get the wrong idea of what red pill is. What red pill, from my understanding, is. Here's why I agree with Fresh and Fit and Myron, Fresh CEO and Myron. The whole part about men, especially when you're in your 20s, and when you're supposed to be doing the work, do the work. Your focus should be on that and that alone. Your growth. because you're learning when you're in your 20s. Like it's just like when you were in the Army, you start off as what, a private.
Yes, sir.
And you work your way up. Now
wait. I started as a PVT because I was in delayed entry. So yeah, I just skipped over that.
But you skipped because exactly. There you go. But you start off as a low rank, but you work your way up, right? And you don't start off as a major or a colonel just because you want to be.
Right.
Okay. Those guys who want everything now, they're just as entitled as the women are. Those are guys who really should be learning. And it's just the same thing as when I first got into SF. First got to an alpha team. The whole thing, shut the fuck up. Just for a little while. Shut up.
And guys, so you guys know,
sit
SF,
here in the corner and learn.
And just so you guys know, he says SF, that's U.S. Army Special Forces. Yes, that's the Green Berets. Yes, that's the shit Rambo did. Yes, that's that fucking TV show with Hannibal Lecter and goddamn bad B.A. Baracus. And the A team, you said the A team, that's a 12-man team that they'll send it to some foreign land somewhere. And it's your job to do what, Mandrell?
A lot of shit. But
but basically the A team or 12 U.S. Army Special Forces guys who will go into a fucking country and render that country make it so unstable that the country is no longer fucking viable. That's their fucking job.
We're a force multiplier. That's one of our jobs. You know what I mean? We go into a country, we take the local nationals or the local security forces, and we train them to fight their own battles. So you know, say early on in the war, you had Al Qaeda, right? Okay, yeah. Green Berets in Afghanistan, Green Berets are in Iraq, and guess who was helping the Green Berets fight Al Qaeda? We went over there. Okay, listen, and we trained a bunch of that guys, the security forces. Okay, help us go beat the Taliban, go beat Al Qaeda. You know what I'm saying? And so,
what was the name of that force out there? The something Alliance. What was the name of them? Because remember, right when 9/11 hit, Mark, I think someone did a movie about that. The 12, they went in and worked with Northern Alliance. The original teams went in right after 9/11 and worked with the Northern Alliance. Yeah, and trained those, like you said, force multiplier, trained those guys up. By the time you got there, it was all kind of fucked up.
Yeah. By the time I got there, you talking about the guys on horses and all that stuff? Yeah. By the time I got there, that was over. You know what I'm saying? They had done their job, but I mean, they did some amazing work. Those guys did some amazing work, man. But
the guy who started in that movie was the guy who plays Thor. I forget his name, the Australian dude. He started in that movie.
Yeah, Hemsworth.
Yep.
One of those brothers, yeah. But it's like that you're excited. You know what I'm saying? You got a Green Beret, you got your long tab, you know, you graduated the Q course, all that, you know. But then you get to a team and you meet the first guy you meet, hey, listen, they're coming here talking about how you graduated the course. Nobody gives a shit. We all did.
Yeah.
Sit here and shut the fuck up. Wait. We'll get to you when you're ready. You might be there sitting there waiting 12 hours. So, I mean, you could, and you're an E5, E6.
Damn.
And a Green Beret. You
that's
know,
still lightning fast for the Army, though. 12 hours, that's all you had to wait? Shit, I remember waiting days.
But they're right there in the room talking. Or watching TV. Or playing cards, whatever they're doing.
So they put you at the little kid table.
Right. When you first get there. And it's going to be like that for like 6-8 months. You might not get a locker for 6-8 months.
Damn.
Sit here, your first year, shut the fuck up. Listen, watch, and learn. Ask questions, but you don't have any commentary. Because you got no experience. You don't know what you're doing.
Right.
We don't care what you did in Big Army or wherever you came from. You're here now. This is different. And that's the way it is. You know, I think that's the approach all men should take when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Red Pill content, don't come into Red Pill content making statements. Come with questions. Because if you come in here making statements, you're not learning. You don't have any questions, you're not learning. You don't know anything. If you did, you'd have better results.
That's a fact. You in there talking about I shot expert. Like, we all shot expert, motherfucker. Sit the little table.
Exactly. It's the same thing. I shot expert. We all did.
We
I'm
all started-
airborne. So are we.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
big deal.
we're all airborne. So, and like my brother, like Big Will Ghostin, shout out to Will, man. And on our podcast, Spoken and Smoke, that we do here, Will says this all the time. He's like, bro, you have 2 ears and 2 eyes and 1 mouth for a reason. Watch and listen. Right? Watch and listen. And that's the best way to learn. So, and it's the same thing with like, okay, so you went to the military, you did your thing, you became fucking super duper paratrooper, Green Beret, a big badass motherfucker, right? You come home. What was it like? Because you're so focused on that, man. People don't realize how focused you got to be elite. Like just to be airborne, I had to be focused as fuck. That's like dropping fries. You know what I mean? Like that's like entry level shit. And I had to be super focused to get my wings.
But at the same time, if you ain't airborne, you ain't shit.
You ain't shit. You got to start somewhere. You got the airborne.
That's a fact, though. But that is an actual fact in the Army. You ain't airborne, you ain't shit. Because once you're airborne, you are an above average soldier.
Well above average.
Yeah, you're not some average soldier. You're not.
Man, Drell, I'm in my mid-50s. I just got to a point where I talk to legs. I didn't used to talk to like you told me you was in the Army. And you weren't airborne. I ain't even talk to you. I walked away.
It's sad to say, but it's because you don't care. Not much is expected out of legs anyway.
Right. You ain't do shit. Well, I got an expert infantry back. I'm EIB, and I did this. Motherfucker, you a leg. I don't give a fuck about all that. You ain't airborne. You ain't shit.
You're expert infantry, but you ain't went to airborne school yet, man.
Right. We all say that shit. I'm expert infantry. So,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
congratulations.
They'll get guys in our unit because we had a mixed unit. All of our TAC teams were all airborne, but like so when you get with the big unit, the company, you get a guy come in here. You know, I'm taking over the squad. I'm taking over the platoon. It's like, bro, you ain't airborne. I mean, you better listen to me. I'm East South. Look, you are a leg. If you want to listen to us, you gotta go to airborne school. You know what I mean? Like, you want us to talk to you, you gotta go to airborne school. And then they'll go tell the first sergeant, go tell the CO, and the CO's like, yeah, you gotta go to airborne school. They don't give a fuck about you. They're just
some airborne units are like that. And you got some airborne units who are just like that are up front with it. You got some other ones that like they'll as some buddies of mine who are infantry, but then they'll we exchange stories like this. You know, you got somebody, I'm taking over the company, blah blah blah. Roger that. Whoa.
Yep.
As soon as he turns around and leave, I just
fucking leg.
Right, and then they go talk to the commander, and then he gets pulled in the office. Hey man, you got to go to airborne school.
You want to keep this command? You got to go to airborne school.
Because everybody's talking. All of the Joes are talking to each other. I'll talk to the commander or top. I'll talk to top and the commander. And then they go talk to the first sergeant, who is top, because he's the top sergeant. You know, and they talk to the commander. Next thing you know, that guy's getting pulled into the office. You got to go to airborne school.
He gone for 3 weeks. You don't want to be in command.
Right.
You don't want this command. You're going to airborne school. They'll go talk all that bullshit. He gone for 3 weeks. He come back with some wings on. All right, congratulations.
Oh, okay, yeah, now okay, finally, all right. What you needed now?
Yeah, it's hooing now. Now we hooing for real. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, that's what's up. But until then, get the fuck out of here.
Right. And I'm just saying that because like some people look at airborne school like, oh, it's just airborne school. Yeah, but we've been to airborne school, Halo school, Air Assault, Ranger school,
Pathfinder,
SOP-C.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us been to sniper school, SEER school. So it's like, what? Okay. And we're training for Special Forces Combat Diver School. So I get why we would have that perspective, but no, take it easy on the guy, dude. He ain't coming over here to do this. All right? That's the barrier of entry. You have to break through that wall. Because every school I went to, I was kind of nervous about. Like airborne school, I didn't know anything. So I was kind of intimidated by it. You know what I'm saying? Especially the physical requirements. And I got that it is a lot of running. And it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't hard either. It wasn't hard.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just when you don't know anything, you're worried until you get to it and it's over. Once it's over, you're like, okay, that's it? We're done? Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. See, I enlisted for airborne, bro. I joined the Army to be a paratrooper. I told you the story when I was at MEPS, and they're like, what do you want to do? I'm like, shit, I want to be airborne. They're like, well, that's a qualification. You need a job. I'm like, sounds like a job to me. Jumping out of airplanes, guy. I'm thinking, shit, that's what I want to do. So, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That was like my goal in life at that point. That phase in life was like, I just want to be airborne, and I want to be in the airborne unit. I had cousins and uncles that were airborne. You know, man, my uncle was like airborne in Vietnam, demolitions. He used to jump with blasting charges around his ankles, right? So I knew that, like, I want this, and I would have gone through selection. I would have gone through Ranger School. If they'd have told, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'd have did anything to be airborne. And you know what I mean? They could have got me because I would not have quit because I just wanted my wings. And then after that, they're like, oh, you want to go here and go there? Like, nah, shit, I got what I wanted. I came here for this. You know what I mean? I'm good. So, but what I wanted to ask you though, so you did all that, like you're focused, you're dialed in as a soldier. How did that affect what was going on in civilian life, especially with dating? Like, because I imagine you really didn't have time to fuck with nobody while you were going through that. Did I lose your audio, Mandrill? Man, he on some PTSD shit, y'all. I don't know what he looking at. Like, Mandrill must be looking at some cat videos or something. Mandrill, can you hear me? You can't hear me. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yeah, no. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, but I can't hear you. That's the sad part.
Ah, damn. I knew he was doing something. I was like, shit. I'll ask you in the chat.
Right.
Hold on. Check the chat.
Let me drop out and come back in.
All right. So Mandrill's gonna drop out and come back in, guys. We're having some technical difficulties over here. He sent me a message too. Like, I can't. He's like, my audio is out. Got that damn cricket set up over there, man. Go on and get you some real equipment there, SF. Come on, Airborne. What the fuck you doing? But what I'm gonna ask Mandrill, guys, I want to ask him how. So Mandrill, like once you went through, you went through the Q course, got selected, made it through, earned your beret. I imagine you weren't dating or fucking with anybody back then because you were too focused to be a soldier.
Right. No.
So once you got through, like how did doing all that, being hood, being tip of the spear, how did it translate coming back into civilian world and actually trying to date? Like, I mean, were you fish out of water or how was that?
Kind of fish out of water, but you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know, you're just talking to a girl, right? Fish out of water in a way that everything was different. The world was different, you know what I'm saying? But talking to a girl, it was just, that was no different. For me, going through all that, how it translated into everyday work, into the civilian world is that I could talk, I'm very direct, blunt, to the point, all that. So you had some women who they were intimidated by that. It was too much, you know what I'm saying? And other women, they loved it. You know what I'm saying? Which most women did. Like, you're very direct. They love that because and then the confidence. I was confident. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't afraid to talk to them about anything. And I would tell them the truth. I wasn't afraid to tell them the truth. I wasn't going to lie to them. It's like you said before on your like rule number 1 of the game is you never lie to women.
Don't lie.
If these are the things you want, then just tell her and let her make a decision. If she's with it, y'all proceed. If she's not with it, then you let her go and you find somebody else. But that's the thing. I wasn't lying. The confidence was through the roof. Self-assured. I knew who I was. And wasn't nobody going to change. Wasn't nobody going to change that.
So,
you know, again, it's another thing I agree with Myron with. Like, some people think I hate Myron. I'm like, no, I don't. It's just some things I agree with, some things I don't. Here's one thing I agree with wholeheartedly. No, you be yourself. You don't let nobody change you. Be nice, yes. Be, cordial with women. Be nice to them. Treat her like a lady. Take her out on a date and all that. Yeah, do all that. But be you. If it's something you ain't down with, don't do it. If it's something you disagree with, don't say yes. And then tell her, I'm just not with that. You're not? No. Well, how about we? Nope. It's the same thing. Like they want you to, you come to the moment, you know what I'm saying? You're about to be intimate or whatever. And then, oh shit, I don't have any condoms. Let me go to the store. No, you don't need one, huh?
Yeah, you do.
You
Don't
don't
get caught
need
up like
one,
that.
huh? No, it's the same thing you and I said. Like you asked me before, have you turned on a 10? Yes, a bona fide movie star, cover girl, walk down the runway 10. I've said no. Yes, I have. And the thing is, like you're right. You're right about that. Guys have to get to the point where, okay, you have that much control. I don't have to. Yeah, you're a 10, but so.
But guys, y'all really need to understand how important that is. All these dudes be out here talking this stuff, the pickup artists, these players or whatnot. What Mandrell just said right there, bro, I'm here to tell you. If you cannot say no to the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life, and she trying to give you that Foxy Brown, and if you can't say no to that, then you ain't really ready for this game. Because she's gonna be able to run you, she's gonna run your pockets, run you. Like Mandrell was saying, if you can't say no to that, you ain't never gonna be able to say no to her about anything. Like anything.
Look at Akaash.
Look at Akaash.
And if you're out there saying that'll never happen to me, it will.
Not only will it happen to you, it's already happened in the past. Yeah. So many dudes forget about the bullshit they went through, you know what I mean, getting to this point.
Right. Yeah, it will. If you guys thinking it won't happen to you, it's just, yeah, it will. But for me, how it translated, the confidence.
Yeah.
The self-assuredness. I know who I am. Because look at what I've been through and made it out of. Look at how I handled that situation. You can't tell me shit.
Nothing. This man's a Green Beret.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like this dude can jump out of an airplane fucking 5 miles in the air, land on a fucking quarter, and come and fucking shake your country until it don't even exist no more. Fuck you. That's Superman.
Exactly. You can't tell me shit as far as confidence. And then if someone says, well, I don't like the way you're talking to me. Okay. Like, what do you find? Then I'm like, okay. What do you find so coarse about my language or my tone? What is it that you don't like about the way I'm talking? You hurt my feelings. Okay, how? What did I say or do? Was it the tone? Was it something I said? 9.999 times out of 10, they can't tell you what you said or what you did. They don't know.
They just didn't like the tone. And you better than me, because as soon as they say that, I'm done. All right, I'm out of here.
No, I am. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. I am done. But on the off chance that I might be wrong about something, or she saw something I didn't, okay, let's explore. Okay, what did you see? Nothing? Okay, cool. Later.
Yeah.
Or you could tell me what it was, or you could tell me what it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I learned something. Cool. We're still done. But thanks.
I mean, she's not telling you next time. She's not withholding information. She's not telling you because she can't. She doesn't really know. It's a vibe. It's a feeling. They can't tell you like, well, you know, on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, you said this. They can't do that. It was vibe. Yeah. And that's the problem. That's one of the problems. Men and women communicate differently. I can tell you exactly what I don't like. You know what I mean? When I see women, like, I was talking to this one girl, she's like, how come you won't take me out? Like, you got a tattoo on your neck.
Or for me, it's tattoo on the foot.
The foot? She cover the foot up, bro. It's a tattoo on your fucking neck.
I know, but just don't let me see it. Because once I see it, I know it's there. I can't unsee it. It's one of those things. And I don't know why it bothers me so much. But I've said no just because of that. Everything was fine before that, though. Everything was fine. But for some reason, the tattoo on the foot always bothers me. It's like, ugh.
Bro, I tell people all the time, man.
Like, why the foot?
Because someone else did it. It was a phase at one point. There's a lot of women out there that had tattoos on their foot, which is really painful to get, first of all. That's a painful tattoo to get on your foot. Like on the top, you're talking about on the front of their foot, on the top of their foot. Yeah. Like a flat, was it a flower? Probably like a flower or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a phase. There's so many women that had like tattoos on their feet. Yeah. You just like remember that phase with the tramp stamp? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Tramp stamp phase.
I actually like those though.
Bro. Hey, and then now it's this shit here. You're right.
Hey, for a reason.
Bro.
I didn't say I would keep it. Okay.
I told this one show that like she had a tramp stamp that was I think it was a flower or something like that. And I was like, you should have got a bullseye back here. And she was like, what? And I was, you know what I mean? Like, you should have got a bullseye.
Okay, here's the wildest thing ever, right? I was in the Army, a chick had a tramp step, right? You were in airborne, you were in airborne school. You've heard the phrase jumpers hit it, right?
Yeah, jumpers hit it.
That's what she had for
she had jumpers hit it on her tramp stamp.
I kid you not.
Meet her
in color. In color, I kid you not.
White girl?
Yes.
I need to meet her.
Who else?
Meet her.
I'm telling you, that's the wildest what I've seen so far.
Bro, if I ever saw that shit, jumpers hit it.
Yep.
I'm stepping to her so fast, bro. Like,
yep. It was the wildest thing. That was the wildest tramp step I've seen so far. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it in person. I mean, in person. I was like, yeah.
Jumpers hit it.
Yes.
And she's so naive and she ain't even putting it together. Why are so many guys talking about my tattoo? Jumpers hit it. That's like airborne personnel. Fuck her. Like that's what that means. Like, or maybe she did realize, but she's in the paratroopers.
Yep.
But fellas,
I saw that one. I was like, hey, hold on. Now that's a conversation piece, ladies.
You gotta tell Jay Swans about that. You gotta tell Jay Swans that story. I ain't gonna tell him. You gotta tell Jay Swans that story.
I am gonna tell him now that I remembered it. Because I'm sitting here like,
you gotta tell him that story. So fellas, like if you're out there, man, like if the one thing you take from this conversation is this, being able to walk away from a dime. Bro, I'm telling you, there's nothing better in the world that's really gonna put your game on a level that most people aren't prepared or capable to deal with. And I'll tell you a quick story. I don't know if I told Mandrell this or not, but Mandrell, man, I was in LA. This is when Billy Blank's Tybo was popping. Like Tybo was the thing. I'm at Tybo, right?
Late 90s.
Yeah, I'm at Tybo. It was like 98, 99.
98, 99, yep.
This is when Tybo was at his peak, right? And I knew Billy and his whole family. Matter of fact, when his daughter, Shelly, got married, I was at the wedding. You know what I mean? Shaq was there, all these big names. But anyway, one day I'm waiting to do the exercise or whatever because they made you wait outside. It wasn't like some big building or whatever. You waited outside when the class was done and new class came in. It was a small facility. So I'm sitting there talking to this woman, it's a white woman, but she was, man, Joe, when I say like she was fine, like no makeup on, hair, you know, like in a ponytail with a hat on. I'm saying no makeup. I'm like, this is a beautiful woman. 100% 10. 100% 10. And we're just waiting to go in and she strikes up a conversation. She was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. She was like, we're talking, going back and forth. I'm making her laugh. Because to me, this is just an opportunity to interact with a beautiful woman, keep your game on point. I wasn't really trying to holler at her, but yo, if she was down, I would definitely been like, okay. So we finished the conversation. She was like, you're so cool. What's your name? I'm like, my name is D. My name is DL. She's like, my name is Brooke. And she shook my hand and we went in and we worked out. We did our shit. And then when the class was over, one of my homegirls who was with me that day saw the whole conversation play out or whatever. We're going home. She was like, so what do you think of Brooke? I'm like, she seems nice. She's really cute. She's like, that's Brooke Shields, right? I'm like, what? Like, yeah, that's Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't have anything to top that. Okay.
What? Like
nothing
what?
new, nothing close to it. I do remember Brooke Shields. Okay, and you're absolutely right. Like, yeah, like what you said was really good too. The point I think guys should take from that is the fact that you just had a conversation with a beautiful woman. So when guys ask, how do I learn how to talk to women? Just have a conversation with them.
That's it.
And if you don't repulse them, keep going in that direction with your conversation style. Just don't say anything stupid.
You're gonna say shit stupid, just learn it, don't do it again.
Right. Just learn to don't do it again. Or just try to make it humorous if you say something stupid.
Try to get out of it, but you want to have conversation. And it was funny for months after that. Every time she saw me, she was like, hey, D, what's up, DL? Like, hey, what's going on, Brooke? How you doing? You know what I mean? Fist pump. Sometimes it was a hug. I mean, she was just comfortable around me. And this is why people ask me like, well, who should I be watching? And I'm like, yo, bro, you should be watching Men of Action, Michael Surtain. His system, I think, is the best system out there right now. I don't know if you fuck with Michael Surtain.
Michael Surtain, I don't know much about him.
I'm gonna send you some stuff on him, bro.
Yeah.
Like his whole former Air Force guy was an officer. He's really heavy into that evolution. What is it? What's that evolution out there when they talk about dating and all that kind of stuff? Something evolution shit. Man, I forget. Brother Penny, you here? What anyway, he talks about the science behind how the dating and all that shit has evolved. But anyway, his whole thing is when it comes to women, get used to being around beautiful women, throw events. What you want to do is be the man. And once you are that guy, your beautiful girls will bring their friends for you to meet, to date. Right? I'm gonna send you a bunch of his shit.
That's
man.
true.
Michael Surtain.
That's true.
Thank you, brother Penny. Brother Penny. Evolutionary psychology. Thank you, brother Penny. You know I'm 2 drinks in, so I'm a little off. Evo Psych. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Prime Brooke Shields. This was Brooke Shields in 1998, 99. Bro, beautiful. The camera does her no justice, man. Because you know the camera adds a little weight to you. The camera adds a couple pounds. Brooke Shields in person, man, my God, she was beautiful, man. That's a beautiful woman. I don't care what nobody say.
I bet, man. I mean, and Michael Jackson dated her. What a waste of time.
All right, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like Cory Booker got married.
Dated.
Is that a lavender? Was that a lavender marriage there? Cory Booker and this woman he just married, bro. What's up with that?
Did he get married, Booker?
Yeah, Cory Booker got married, bro. He got married. I'm like, that's lavender. If I ain't never, boy, that's lavender marriage right there. Scam Likely in the building. What's good, fam?
You got married, Cory Booker?
Cory Booker got married. Right?
When this happened?
I just saw it in my feed. Shit, last week I think it was. I didn't even read the article. I just saw that Cory Booker got married. Had a big old, ceremony and everything.
I guess
now I gotta find it and show it to you.
I guess at least somebody can stand the son of a bitch.
I think Cory Booker wants to run for president. He needs to be married. And,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna happen. No,
it's not gonna.
He failed, in my opinion.
He at 100%. But he's gonna fucking try it. You know what I mean? Hey, say something. Did you just mute yourself or something?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure we ain't go through the same shit again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
but there you go, bro.
If she was younger, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go. And she cute. Got him a high yellow, light-skinned chick. She cute.
Yeah. Yeah, he did all right for himself. Because last I heard he was with Rosario Dawson, but that was a long time ago. I wonder how in the world.
Rosario Dawson. Hey, remind me to tell you the story. My wrong button. Remind me to tell you the story when I got a chance to holler at Rosario. Man, she cool as fuck.
She seems like it.
She cool as fuck. She's super down to earth, bro. I ain't know who she was. Great story. I'll tell it next time we're together. But man, I told the story on this platform before when I bumped into Rosario Dawson. Man, she's fluent in Klingon, bro. Fluent. Like she's
the actual Klingon language. The actual made up Klingon language. Why?
Yes.
Why? Like why?
Bro, I love that.
Why?
Why not? I love that shit.
I love it too. That would be fire to me. You know what I'm saying?
Super nerd. Speaking Klingon. I mean, she's cute, man. Stop. If I bump into her again, I'm gonna holla. You know me, bro. I will not hesitate, man. Like if I see her again, bro. Holla. That's how I get down, bro.
Like I said, but here's the thing: what gets me, guys are afraid to do that. But I mean, again, like I said, going into coming out of that and coming up, that's another thing that translated into the civilian world. I wasn't afraid to approach any woman,
right?
Wasn't afraid because I understood. One thing that got in my head with the training, right? When it came to the training, I was like, okay, no matter what you do to me, you can't kill me.
You can't kill me.
Make it hurt. Bring on the hard stuff. Do whatever you want to do. You can't kill me. So I ain't going nowhere. And then when I came to doing my job, I was like, okay, this is it. you're gonna fucking need it. You know what I'm saying? Like I already designed my life over. I knew that I'm probably not gonna make it out of this alive, or in one piece. But so I had nothing to fear. Once you work that out of your system over time. So me and I came out, I was bulletproof, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like life's too short. Let me enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there's a person. Let's have a conversation. You know,
I know
what I'm
exactly
saying?
what you're saying, bro. I mean, like you said, like it all starts with airborne school, and I
And
knew
once
I
you
could
get
die
through that,
doing that.
once you get through airborne school, you can do anything. That should be a litmus test. Could you have taken it further? Yeah, you could have if you wanted to, because you made it through. To me, you made it through. You tighten your nuts up enough to jump out of a goddamn airplane. Okay, okay, with a big sack of nylon on your back.
Yeah, which was made by the lowest bidder.
Right. Right. Look at what you're doing. Okay, why should you be afraid of anything?
Anything. And you did that shit 5 times. That's 5 times just to get awarded the badge.
Just
5 times
to pass the course. Now after that, however many times you do it, however many times you do it. But to get out of airborne school, you have to have 5 successful jumps.
5 successful jumps, bro. And the vast majority of motherfuckers don't go to airborne units. So I did that, then went to an airborne unit. And like you said, that's when you become a super duper paratrooper, because it's like, bro, we can do anything. We're not afraid to fail. We're gonna get the mission done. That's what I love most about the military. And like you said, if I wanted to go to Ranger school, had I re-enlisted, I would have got a shot to go to Ranger school. You know, like Jay Swans went to the regiment. Like our unit they were getting sent out to go to all sorts of shit. I wouldn't have gone to the regiment. I'm just not hardcore enough. You got to be a special type of special to be that type of ranger. Shout out to those scrolled out rangers, man. But I ain't fucking with y'all. Like y'all just too hardcore, bro.
Yeah. But my thing is, if that's something that you wanted to do, if you had the desire to do,
I would have done it.
You could have. It's in you. It's in you to be able to complete that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Drell, if they told me in order to be airborne, I had to go to Ranger school, I'd have gone through Ranger school. I'd have gone through the regiment to get those wings. That's how bad I wanted it. I'm like kind of like you in the sense that I know I wanted them, but I didn't know what the role was going to be. But I knew I don't give a fuck. They're going to have to kill me to stop me from getting these wings.
Exactly. You got to kill me to get me out of here. I'm not quitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not quitting.
You putting me in the bag and dragging me off this goddamn field. I'm not quitting. And you look at Scam Likely. Red pill equals Manos fear. Men that are scared of women. Bro, a lot of dudes. Every dude is afraid of fucking women. Hey, he said you slimmed down, bro.
Yeah. Working out, man. Changing the diet up. But yeah, also, that's the thing, is the lack of fear. I mean, just have a conversation. And it's in all that, where the fear comes from of talking to women. What I figured out is that it's all about perception. It's a delusion in perception. You're afraid to talk to her but you're not asking yourself why. Why am I afraid? Why am I so nervous to talk to her? She's a person just like anybody else.
You know why they're afraid, bro? Because they don't know how to do it. Just like you said before, the whole thing. I'm talking to Brooke Shields. I didn't know it was Brooke Shields. I'm just talking to a beautiful woman. The acronym I use, ABTS, always be talking shit, bro. If I'm getting a coffee from Starbucks, which I don't, guys, that's just way expensive and I don't drink coffee. But if I'm at McDonald's or I'm talking to a waitress or whatever, if I get an opportunity to talk to a woman, I'm flirting. I'm talking shit. Right? I'm talking shit. Why? Because the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Right? And a lot of guys, they are afraid to fail because they don't do that. Dudes don't know how to talk to women because they don't have really any experience talking to women. And it's like, bro, just get out there and try it. So when I do have clients, when guys come holler at me and I take them out, that's the one thing I make them do. Go over there, talk to that woman. I want you to say these 3 things. And then I want you to say, it was a pleasure talking to you, and bring your ass right back over here. You know what I'm saying? Quick time. I'm like, this should take no longer than 2 minutes. 20 minutes later, I got to go up to the motherfucker. He's standing there when I was shaking his head because he didn't talk to her. It's time to break contact. He didn't do it. He kept talking to her and he just put his foot in his mouth. And she looks at him like, oh, you're a weirdo. And she goes away. And I was like, that's your problem right there. You know what I mean? I told you what to do. If you listen to me, you break contact, the whole night she's going to be thinking how cool you are and how mysterious you are. And now she's in her mind. You can never come up with a story that's going to outdo the story that she's going to come up for herself would come up with herself. So I spend the majority of my time trying to teach dudes how to keep their foot out their mouth. Now, and then once they get used to that, once they get it, like, oh, I see what you're doing. Damn, this shit really works. Then they get better. Now they can go up and talk to any woman. And guys, if you're listening to me, I'm like, always be talking shit, you know what I mean, ABTS or whatever. You don't want to be rude. You don't want to offend. You just want to sit there, say something really quick, and compliment something about her. Hey, your hair looks really nice. Hey, I like that necklace. Wow, look at your nails. That's it. Something as simple as that. She's going to smile. She's going to say, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure about this. And like, oh, that's nice. Even if you think this is the worst nail job you ever seen, even if she got them fucking talons out there, just give her a compliment. Right? And it's like, just get used to that. And then you get to that point to then you're like, okay, I can give you a compliment. Now I can give you 2 compliments. And then you know, okay, I got that down. Now you can get to 2 compliments. And then, hey, what's your social media? I bet you got a cool Instagram, right? So you see how you start to build and it becomes just secondary. It's just repetition, just like in the military. You are really good with shooting guns because you spend a lot of time on the range. Right? So guys, that's what y'all got to do. Just take it from me like I'm the old head. Mandrell, he ain't as old as me.
True. But still, I mean, you're absolutely right about the information you give out. You know what I mean? And like, use Akaash Singh as your example. Do you want that? Is that what you want? Like, for real? Step in and say, hey, babe.
Weight, dress size, rank yourself 1 to 10, can't use 7. You know, Scam is being funny, but there's a lot of dudes who go out there and talk this red pill shit to women.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not. You can't go out there and talk this red pill nonsense to women, fellas. You can't do that. What you do that, you're not trying. You're not trying.
And even back to Fresh and Fit, I remember when they would like in the chat be saying this shit, and Fresh and Fit like, why are you saying this shit to women when you on a date? No, that's not what you do. And it would never occur to me that guys are actually out asking women, what's your body count? Are you serious, dude?
Why are you asking that? You know what I'm saying? Here's my thing about that. Are you expecting the truth?
Bro. You ask a woman, what her body count is, it's like, shit, bro, your body count is 1 less. Because she ain't fucking you now.
Right. And it's like, okay, why would you ask her that? Why? And no matter what number she gave you, would you believe her?
Exactly. What if she's only been with 2 guys? Are you gonna believe her? I'm not. What's the whole point?
So what's the point of asking? Exactly. Why does that plague your mind? You know what I mean? So I mean,
and you gotta ask her body count. Ask what college she went to. That'll be your answer.
If it's Arizona State, 200-300.
Boy, any of them HBCUs. Any of them HBCUs. Oh, you went to Clark. You know what I'm saying? You went to Clark, huh?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you went where?
Any of them in Atlanta.
Bro, any of them. Oh, bro, you went to Chico State? Man, I need to put on a goddamn hazmat suit.
FAMU, Grambling.
Wilberforce. Shout out to like over Central State up in Ohio. My goodness. Them girls was getting it up there.
They do. And it's just, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about that. Worry about her personality.
For real.
The 2 of you have mutual respect, common interests? Do your values align? Okay. Just like with women, I think they should be more concerned about a man's character and his values. You know what I'm saying? If she's looking for a husband, if that's what she's looking for. Now, she's just looking to have a good time, do what you do.
Do what you do. Ain't nothing wrong
whatever.
with that.
But if you're looking for something, you're looking for a guy for long term or marriage, you need to start being way more specific as to what you're looking at. And you can't have a list 8,000 miles long. That list needs to be about, you need 5 and change, meaning like you need to have like 2 more, no more than that. No more than 7 things on that list that are extremely high priority, and none of them can be money.
I mean,
hey, listen, if you want him to treat you right, you want that alpha male protector and provider type, that whole thing, you get too hung up on money. Because for women, money takes up 3 full slots. So no, that's why I tell them take money out. Look for some other stuff before you end up marrying an ass whooper. But you didn't know. You didn't. Oh, I didn't know until we got married. I didn't see these red flags. Well, had you had your mind on the things that mattered, you would have seen these things coming.
I mean, I think that's bullshit. They saw it. They knew it was coming, but in their mind, they're like, look, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to get half his shit. You're working with a net.
Mm. Yeah, well,
right?
There's always that.
You're working with a net. So if it doesn't work out, I'm going to get half his shit.
Yeah, I can't argue. I can't argue with that.
And, you know, I ain't mad. That's just how the game is played. And I tell dudes, like, hey, you get a woman who's making all this money, shit, what's going to happen, bro? You get half her shit. That Oprah Winfrey talking about, I want to get married. Come on, Oprah, we can go get married right now. We go right to the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Go right to Vegas. And this shit, 90 days later, this ain't working out, Oprah. I'm going to need about 20 million. That's the game.
It's just like it's just like I was told. Don't hate the players, hate the game. I was like, oh no, I think the game has changed. And I was told it was by the people from Harris Tribe or Tribe Called Harris. It's a YouTube channel called A Tribe Called Harris. Yeah.
Him and his wife, right?
Yeah, him and his wife. Yes, exactly. I was talking to them. They're like, no, man, Drill. No, Drilly. The game ain't changed. I said, you don't think the rules have changed? Nope. And so I gave it a few days, and I actually looked into it, like actually just paid even closer attention than I already been paying. And I was like, you know what? They're right. The rules are the rules. Ain't nobody playing by the rules, and that's why they losing. But the rules ain't changing. That's why you're losing. You don't want to play by the rules.
That's why
if these are the things you want, these are the rules you got to follow. Now you want some bullshit, do what you want to do.
I mean, man, Joe, think about it, bro. Has warfare changed since Cain killed his brother?
No, the essence of it, no.
Exactly. Only thing changed is the weapons we use.
Right.
Weapons and
tactics, weapons, things like that. But the essence of it is the same.
And that's the game, bro. All's fair in love and war. They say this for the same thing because they're almost identical. The game ain't changed since Romeo and Juliet.
True.
It's just that the tech has changed, the strategies and the tactics have changed.
More access and all that.
Yeah. But the objective is still remained the same. You know what I mean? Like the essence of the sexual marketplace, the dating game, and the essence of war has never changed from the beginning. And you got people out here now. This is why I think so many, especially women and these soy boys, the blue pill guys, they hate this message because it's making dudes think. It's like, well, damn, Mandrill and Saint, shit. Let me think about what they talking about because they on some real shit. We ain't over here screaming, talking alpha male, this and that. And if we wanted to be alpha males, we could. That airborne shit, he's Green Beret. Hey, bro, you ain't gonna get no more alpha than that. You know what I mean? Like you talking about going out here and wreaking death and destruction. This dude right here truly is, death from above. That's what we do. But we ain't screaming at that alpha male shit. It's like, bro, just understand what you're getting yourself into.
Right. Because if you really are that kind of guy, you don't need to scream it.
You don't need to scream it.
And if you want for yourself, and if you're in your 20s, you're not that guy. You ain't built nothing.
Nothing.
And like Scam says in the comments there, he's absolutely right. Worse, men argue with women's about submission, protect, and provide. BS in real life. Yes. What are you doing arguing with her?
Because that's how we were raised. Raised by women.
But why are you arguing with her about submission, protection? Like, because if you going back and forth with a woman, if I'm looking at you from a distance, which is which? Like, okay, you see a man arguing with a woman from a distance. Can you tell the difference? Which one's the woman?
Nope. Shit. Sometimes you can't tell up front.
Exactly. Like, why are you arguing with her? Here's the thing. There's things about you that you want, right? Okay, now, again, fellas, you can't be completely selfish. You have to have this within reason because it's a woman. She's a human being. She's going to want things too. Again, follow the rules. Okay? She has a right to want things out of you. Okay, certain things. And you know what, fellas? It's fair because you want things out of her too. Okay, give some, gain some. That's how this thing works. You can't get around it. You can't get past it. You can't beat it. You got to bring gas to get ass. All right.
Yeah.
We used to say that in the street. You got to bring ass to get ass. So you just have to be careful about what you want. And you have to be fair to the other person. Now, if you ain't being fair, or you breaking trust, you're doing things to her that she don't want you to do. Then you get what you get. You rolled the dice. You got caught.
Love her enough to not get caught. My thing is,
at least if that's what you're gonna do, if you're gonna do your dirt, don't either work out an arrangement or just don't get caught. I prefer you don't do it at all. But if you're gonna do you
gotta tell that woman. If you're gonna keep smashing, when y'all get together, you gotta tell her. I want to marry you, but I'm gonna keep smashing.
It's just like we said, you can't lie to her. You don't lie to her. Let her know up front and let her make a decision from there.
And if you're gonna be stupid and you're gonna do your thing and not tell her, love her enough to not get caught. And this goes for women too. Because I tell women all the time, like, look, love me enough to not get caught. Ignorance is bliss. So long as I'm ignorant of whatever it is you're doing out there, I'm cool with it. But the minute I find out, you're gone. If I'm Akaash Singh, she gone. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? He obviously
that whole thing was wild.
That's why we ain't got nothing to talk about.
It was wild. There's no excuse for it.
Hey, bro, you know when this first popped, Shushu had called me about something else.
Because she knows him. Like in real life, she knows him.
Right. And she called me about something else. And I brought this up and she was like, oh, come on, DL. It ain't that bad. It's just a bunch of people talking shit. You know how YouTube works. 2 weeks later, she called me back. She's like, DL, you didn't tell me it was this bad. I told you. She was like, I don't know. This is bad.
I talked to her. She told me I had to send him a message. I said, you did. I reached out to him. I reached out to her. She told me it was some kind of. She told me what the message was, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was a very positive one and one of support. And she said, "Hey, I'm sending you this with love." Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's the worst. That's the worst when women, because he probably got thousands of those. But when women are like, "Yo, this is so bad that I want to make sure you ain't, put a barrel in your mouth."
Right. Like, what are you like? It was bad.
It's bad. And a lot of women, women are looking at this and like, man, this is horrible because again, this is the red pill truth that they fight so hard to keep out of the mainstream because women know this. There's no one more red pill than a woman. A woman is hardcore red pill because she knows other women. They know the people that be getting, getting their pockets ran and all that. So I tell dudes all the time, bro, like, hey man, it's a cold game out here, man. But Mandrell, the way you were talking, like your advice for women, you've never watched Stay Slick with Kit, have you? YouTuber out of London. I'm gonna send you his stuff. He tries his best to coach women, and he does the one-on-ones, and he's kind of like talking to women. You'll be surprised how many women are just kind of oblivious, as smart as they are. You know what I mean? With their superior brain that they can't figure out like a lot of this shit. Like y'all doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's it's definitely a people thing because you have guys who are delusional too. You know what I'm saying? You have guys who are delusional too, and it's just like, and then you got a lot of guys like here, they simply just don't know. And it's painful to watch them run into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, and they just can't figure it out. You know what I mean? It's painful to watch that. It really is. And they make mistakes, and then the mistakes sometimes cause them to go into depression, and sometimes it calls them, what do you call it, going their own way. Okay, I mean, it's just MGTOW. It's just no one ever told them. No one talked to him. No one sat him down. No one helped them understand. Like my parents, like again, my parents with me, sink or swim. Hey, listen, but at least they were there to tell me, hey, this is how things are.
They were there to fish you out.
Right.
You drown,
this is how things work.
Yeah.
Right. This is how things are. This is how things work. Good luck.
Good luck.
You know what I'm saying? Good luck.
Good luck.
But they had no one. A lot of these guys seem like they had no one to even tell them, this is how things are. This is how things work. They didn't even have that part. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have that part. It's just
they ain't had that part, man. You know, Oprah has a podcast, and Oprah had Professor Scott Galloway on. Bro, I'm like, all right, let me try to watch this, right? Oprah has a studio full of dudes. You know how she like to do. She's the first dude that gets up and starts talking. This guy was so soft, man. I had to turn the podcast off. I can't watch this shit. This guy was super soft. I'm gonna send it to you. Oprah Winfrey and Professor Scott Galloway talking about the male crisis, the male loneliness crisis, or whatever, the epidemic. I couldn't get through. I mean, bro, it was like less than 45 seconds in. I had to turn the shit off.
Yeah, and it's because there's a lot of factors to it. A lot of it has to do with guys trying to make a woman behave the way that they want them to behave. And you're just not going to do that. If you have to make her behave a certain way, that ain't the one you want.
Them days are over.
Not full time, because that person ain't going to change. Whoever that person is, when you meet them, you have to be able to accept that person for who they are all the way like that. Because, okay, let's say they're grifting. Later on down the road, you're going to have problems. You're going to have disagreements. You're going to bump heads. And then when that mask comes off, if she's a grifter, once that mask comes off, what do you do then? When that real person comes out? Because it's like you said, you can only hide for so long.
2 years. It's hard to do more than 2 years. 2 years to vet, bro.
You can only hide for so long. So along with all the regular stuff that comes with relationships, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, you got that to deal with. So, okay, you have to be able to accept this person through all the highs and lows that come with them. And then let's say they drop that mask and it's something you don't like. Is that something you're going to be able to live with? You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself these questions and prepare yourself for them. A lot of guys will be like, no, because, okay, they'll see it as a lie. You pretended to be this person for a year and a half. Now I got to relearn you all over again. You see a guy like me be like, nah, that's all right. I don't want to go through all that. I don't feel, and I flat out told him before, deal, I just don't feel like it.
Bro, man, Joe, it's funny you bringing this up. I'm working on a script right now. I had to pull my phone up. I'm working on a script right now because I do another thing where it's like a faceless thing. Mm-hmm. And it's my voice. I narrate, but I put these videos together. And this is out of the script. I just wrote this a couple of days ago. The number one question I get from clients and friends is the following. How can I change her? Well, the short answer is you can't. Right?
Right.
The short answer is you can't. Yeah, this is where the vetting process comes in. Like the whole script that I'm writing is about guys who choose poorly. And they get into these relationships and these marriages, and it's just what you said right there. They get into it and realize the woman that they started dating is not who she really is, and the evil person she really is comes out. And fellas, here's the thing. When you're dealing with a woman, if you want to know if she really cares about you, what does she do for you? You know, people joke about that shit. It's like, oh man, you know, did she make you a sandwich? If you got to ask your woman to do things for you, she might not be into you like you think, fam. She might not. The story I told you about the girl with the curly hair, she would cook. She would bring me stuff. She would have ice cream and dessert. She was like, hey, did you eat? I never asked for any of that. Like, this was a booty call. Well, I'm just coming over to smash. But she would do things for me. That let me know one thing. Man, she digged me. It wasn't just physical to her. She wanted me there. Fellas,
right.
if you're dealing with a woman that doesn't do that, man, she ain't fucking with you, bro. So stop dealing with her. That's why we say it's important to be able to walk away from beautiful women.
Exactly. Because that's what I'm talking about. You have to be able to walk away at any given time. At any given time, you have to be willing. I didn't say you have to walk away. You have to be willing to. And the reason why DL and I know that we're willing to, because we've done it several times. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, in my case, several hundred times. I'm a knucklehead, bro. I'm bang my head.
There's some things I'm just not with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, no, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? And again, like you asked me about how I got out. When I got out the army, man, I was a fool. Didn't care how you felt about it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Well, why? You're fat. You wear too much makeup. I don't like the eyelashes and the ghetto nails. Thank you.
and that fucking neck tattoo and the chest tattoo. I can't deal with it.
Right. Some things you can't deal with. Just fucking tell her. You're an asshole. Okay.
I just don't even talk to no women, bro. Like, I'll keep it cordial, whatever, and I break contact and leave. I'm not trying to talk to. I see you coming a mile away.
Have a conversation with them, enjoy the company, but that's it.
I don't even want to do that. You gotta like all you got from your neck down through your chest, all over your all over your cleavage. I ain't got time to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Your eyelashes away. I ain't got time to talk to you. That's a waste of my time. I'm old. I ain't got that much time left to waste. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking with you. Now, if my group and your group are together, sure, we wind up just chit-chatting because you like Guy Ritchie. Sure, we can talk, but I don't want your social media. No, you can't have my number. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving the fuck on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Brother Pitney, I get you, man, about Scott Galloway. You're right. But the thing I like about Scott Galloway the most is two things I like about Scott Galloway. At least he has mainstream media talking about there is a problem. Like, there is a problem with these young dudes. At least that conversation is happening. And the second thing I like about Scott Galloway, he calls out the 1%. Those are the two things that I like about Professor Scott Galloway. You know, ain't nobody else calling out the 1% like he's doing it. But you're right, bro. Like, his takes are narrow. You know, he's basically just telling men to suck less. Facts, almost verbatim of what he's saying. By being more like women. It's funny too, because Scott Galloway will say the left's answer to the male crisis is to have men be more like women. But at the same time, I can see, you know, like Brother Pitney, like he is being more like more like women. And those fucking piercings, you right, bro. Those fucking piercings, it's so bad, man. The nose piercing.
I don't get why do you want the bull piercing though in the nose?
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that either.
You look like a door. I'm going to knock on that motherfucker. Like, is anybody home? Knock, knock, knock.
I'm like, fair enough. That's what you want. Cool. I don't judge. You know what I'm saying? You like it, I love it.
Yeah, do you, baby? But I'm not fucking.
But understand, some people don't care for it, and it might be the guy you're looking for. Yeah. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind. Well, if you can't accept me for me, then okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's my take. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see, fellas, you don't argue with them. You put the information out there and let them make their decision from there.
As soon as you say some shit like that with the bar, you'll see me doing this. You got to close that tab. About to sign my way up out of here. Hey, close that and we out of here, bro.
You ain't gonna spend another $20 on one drink. You're right about these prices. Look, you've done so many shows I wanted to come up on, bro. Like, for real.
Whenever you really want to come up on the show, just tell me. I'll drop the link. I mean, you know what I mean? I ain't got a problem with that. We about to wrap this up, man. Look, Scam talking about he loved nose rings, man. You would.
Okay, cool. And here's the thing. I'm not one of the people, oh, that's disgusting. No, like what you like. It might not be my thing, but are you happy with it? Yeah. Then what do I? Okay, that's my job's over. You know what I'm saying? But fellas, practice talking to women that you don't know. Just having a conversation, nothing sexual. Just having a conversation. Okay, and figure out what you said that weirded them out. If they walked off, turned off, or weirded out, or whatever, figure out what you're talking about to make them feel that way, weirded out, and don't do that. Don't get in there talking red pill rhetoric. That ain't gonna work in your favor. They don't like it. Okay, they don't like you talking about it, like you being. They like you to be that, but they don't like you talking about it. But they want you to be red pill on their own terms. That's the weird thing, ladies. It don't work that way. Okay, you can't have a super successful guy without a certain type of mindset and certain personality traits. There's certain things about the guys who are really successful that are universal. They're going to be confident in their job, and they're going to be, most of them are disciplined, meaning they have schedule. Some things are scheduled. Like me, some things are scheduled. Okay, I wake up. I'm going to, do my hygiene. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to come back home. I'm going to come back home, shower, right? Some other stuff I'm going to do. Then I'm going to the gym. Like, some things are just regimented like that. And these guys are going to have that. And when you try to, well, can we do that? No, I got this to do. Well, can you move it? No, I can't. I'm not moving it. Not even for you. Not even for me. Not even for you. And how dare you ask him? That's what he may not say that out loud, but that's what he's thinking. You know my schedule. You know I got shit to do at that time. Why would you want to disrupt that with things you want to do? So if you get a guy like that, let him have his time to do his business, and the time he has left over, that's what he has for you.
Yeah, I tell women, like, find a way to add value to that guy. Find a way to be useful to that guy, because if he really is top tier or even high value, he's got a lot of options, and he's gonna keep those women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of options.
I'm telling you.
He's gonna keep those women. Like, Scam was like, he liked the women with the nose rings. I don't have a problem with nose rings, but if you have one, I'm not gonna take you serious. Because here's the thing with a nose ring, I could just turn her around and I'm not gonna see that nose ring while I'm smashing, so it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? But all them tattoos, no matter how you turn her, you're gonna see a tat. Like you said, it's on her foot, it's a tramp stamp. It's,
I don't know what it is, man. I really don't. Here's the thing. I don't know why it bothers me so much. I really don't know. I have no clue why that bothers me that way.
But I feel your pain, because this stuff right here, tattoos up here on the chest and up the neck, I can't fuck with it. But yeah, we're done, man. I was gonna say final thoughts, but you already gave it. That was your final thought right there when you're telling the guys and telling women what to look for and telling dudes what to look for. Fellas, if you don't get anything else from this podcast, just know this: don't move like Akaash Singh. Akaash is mad at Akaash right now. It's his fault.
Just throw money at it.
Can't throw money at it. It's his fault. Right? And she ain't the one. Don't be mad at women, bro, because their game is better than yours, bro. Get better. And here's the thing: a lot of you young boys, y'all were raised that, everybody gets a trophy. There are no losers. You become a grown-up, become a big boy. The first thing you realize is there are in fact losers. And most motherfuckers are losers. So I'm just saying, you want to be a winner. What did Mandrill say, man? We don't quit. Right? And that's the thing. We don't fucking quit. And if you want to be a winner, you gotta fucking hate losing and never quit. And that's where you gotta be, man. Learn what you need to learn, know yourself, work on your shortcomings, do the work, get to the finish line, and there are gonna be a bunch of beautiful women there. I promise you, bro. You're gonna have your own Brooke Shields story, your own Rosario Dawson story.
Because that's where they're waiting. Because that's where they're waiting, at the finish line.
At the finish line, bro. And then you want to be able to have the experience to pick the one that's gonna work for you and be able to see that woman who's going to add value to you. There's no such thing as perfection when it comes to this shit. You just want to make sure you vet properly and do your due diligence. And you know what? You still might lose. That's how fucked up the game is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but just be able to bounce back. America has gotten his nose bloodied, I don't know how many times. Vietnam, Korea, you know what I mean? But we always bounce back. Panama, Grenada, you know what I mean? In the Middle East, we always bounce back. So, Mandrill, next time we talk, bro, I want to talk about what's going on in Venezuela, what's going on with the Secretary of War, which I don't even like that title.
I don't either. And the whole thing with Venezuela is completely unnecessary. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about it definitely, because it's like, okay, Maduro agreed to give you every demand Trump had. Maduro was like, immediately, yes, you got it. The whole list. Yes, you got it. No argument, nothing. But we're still attacking ships. It's like
attacking ships.
I'll tell you what it is, though. It's Russia and it's to do with Russia and China. He's still selling oil to them too, and plus we want control of Venezuela oil. But I can get more into it with you once we have.
We'll work it out. Yeah, we'll pick a date, because I definitely want to talk about how you gonna double tap with fucking, naval ordnance. You gonna double, like, bro, like, it's so illegal what they're doing right now, man.
Is it illegal? Or is it just immoral?
You cannot, like, dude, it's illegal. You got people clinging to wreckage, and you send a second, you fire a second strike. First of all, it don't even make sense. That's just too much money to spend on two people. Right? You know what I mean? Them rockets are expensive, bro. Like, if you want to go ahead and do that, just roll up with a fast boat real quick. Or, you know what I mean? You use something else, man. You ain't gonna use a torpedo to take out
Drop the $25,000 bomb for two people.
Two people.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it.
So we'll talk about that, guys. Appreciate everybody rocking out with us, man.
$25 million bomb, my bad.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is too much fucking money, man, for two dudes who are allegedly running some powder. My God, man. So Appreciate you guys, man. Mandrill, thank you so much for jumping up, man. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. Man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. I'm gonna hit you up probably Sunday.
Okay.
All right, brother. Peace. Yes, sir. Mandrill is the man, man. Don DeMarco, the Mandrill, man. He is the man.
Don DeMarco.
But that's it, guys. We started this thing we want to do. This was part 2 to Akaash Singh and what was going on with his situation, man. Just learn from that, guys. If you're out here, don't move like that. If just understand that. My thing is learn the game so you can play the game to win. You're gonna make mistakes. And if you get caught up, you choose the wrong one. If you go away from your fundamentals and you get caught up like Akaash, you can't blame her. You can only blame yourself. It's not her fault. It's not her friend's fault or your friend's fault or society's fault. It's your fault. You should have known better. This is why you got to vet. This is why you got to know what you're doing. So, Scam Likely, appreciate you, man. Brother Pitt, appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in. Sister Cope Approach, I appreciate you. I went over to your YouTube channel and I subscribed. So appreciate you stopping in. I hope to see you again. And everyone else that was here, this was a great show, man. This was, I really enjoyed it. Brother 2828, man, appreciate you stopping in here. So we're just going to end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back live probably Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there. We're going to continue talking some red pill stuff. I'm going to put out some videos on some political topics. They won't be live, but I'm going to put out some shit. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I appreciate you. I hope to see you soon. I'm DL Saint. This is I Really Want to Know podcast, man. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.
Thanks for watching. We really appreciate your support. And if you like that video, check out this one or maybe that one. We'll see you around. Peace.